Well, there we go. Messed it up again. Good morning, everybody. Robert Mack, how you doing? Blues Inc. What do we got? John V, good morning. 7-Eleven will always be the first port of call for a visitor until they find their bearings. Whether it's in an airport or on the street, as in a familiar and safe until it is familiar and safe until they venture out. So true, John. It's a good starting point. Andy Stubbs, good morning. What else we got there? Hello. How's Arizona? Yeah. Zeke Man, g'day. That's a new name I haven't recognised before. Thanks for joining us. What else we got? Andy Stubbs, Chris Brand, g'day. Good to see you here nice and early. Of course, Mr. Digger. Hello, Mr. Digger. Say hello, Mr. Digger. We've got a Mr. Digger on screen, on the chat there. He hasn't worked out how to make his audio work yet. Hi all, Chris Brand, yes, a little bit warm, blah, blah, blah. Yes, okay. Yes, a bit warm, I suppose, in some parts of the States now. It's getting towards the middle of summer. Wayne York, good morning. Mr. Mitch, hello. Boston over, g'day, how you doing? Why don't you come on the Discord, boss? We haven't got Doggy here, and we haven't got Stephen here yet. Don't know where they are. They've disappeared. The usual crowd, the misfits. There's Oggy now. Hey, Oggy, say hello.
Mention my name 3 times and I appear.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Quick. Let me just make sure I haven't got the screen messed up there. And I've got a computer on the side there. You probably, let me just get rid of that. Jeez, I'm not even prepared today. Jeez, it's terrible, isn't it? There we go.
You mean you haven't started?
I've started.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to talking to Insomnia Gamer on the Facebook. I had to close the Facebook window because it was binging all the time. He may even join us. I told him the links in the description box down below, and I know he's set up for Discord, so he can just jump on. But where he is, I don't know. And we've got a Mr. Digger sitting there, and he hasn't said hello yet. He probably hasn't worked out how to make the whole thing work. General chat. So he's just landed. He hasn't said anything yet, so I don't know who he is. He's got to give us his name.
Oh, it's Digger. I thought maybe it was Diggler.
Yeah, Mr.
Diggler.
Dirk Diggler. What was that? What was that movie?
That's the one with the guy with the really big dick.
Oh, that one, right, yes, right. Some sort of skit on the Playboy Mansion or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
Porn shoot.
I can't remember the name. I do remember seeing the movie.
I think it was supposed to be a story about John Holmes. Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember the movie. I did catch it, and I thought it was quite funny. Not the sort of thing we can actually... Hey, like my backdrop today in the 7-Eleven. Yeah. had to scour the internet to find a 7-Eleven shop. Make us all feel at home. What else we got here today? Yeah, we got Wayne York, TJ, good morning. And Niall, g'day, how you doing? Family Channel Thai Western, g'day Paul. Chris Brand, Warren Thierrett, greetings all. And that's it. Boogie Nights, that was it. Boogie Nights. Somebody would remember it, at least anyway. Good on you, Chris. Yes. Good on you, Chris. Anyway, so we're all here this morning. We've got a good starting crowd. Even after 5 minutes, we've got a good starting crowd, so that's good. Yes, so we're going to talk about the whole 7-Eleven issue. Well, not so much. It's not an issue, is it? It's one of the funniest things, of course, when coming from, well, in my case, coming from Australia, where the only place you really ever found a 7-Eleven was in a petrol station, and I think the petrol stations, 7-Eleven in Australia, own a chain of petrol stations which have the convenience store in the service station. Petrol station, service station, I don't know what you call them in the States. But yeah, gas station. So that's a typical of your 7-Eleven, so they've got a nice big car park, you get your fuel, you get your groceries, and then you're on your way. Whereas coming over here, it's sort of like, you see the 7-Eleven, you know the name because it's pretty much synonymous throughout the world. I think they're in pretty much every major Western country now, in places like Russia. I think there's Russia. Got them pretty much just all over Southeast Asia. They're not actually owned by 7-Eleven per se. Basically, what we have here in Thailand, we have the CP Group, which is a large multinational retail conglomerate, sort of similar to what we would call, something similar to the Woolworths conglomerate and the Coles conglomerate in Australia. CP or CP All is the banner that runs from that. I don't know if they're publicly listed on the stock market. That might be a good point to have a look at that as well. Come on, give me a
7. Well, here in the U.S. it's 7&I Holdings.
Oh, look, Yahoo Finance, YAHO Finance. Yahoo Finance. There we go. Yahoo Finance, blah, blah, blah.
70% acquired by Japanese affiliate Ito Yokado in 91.
So CP All.
Subsidiary of 7-Eleven Japan.
CPL Public Holdings on the SET. There we go. What do we got there? So that's the CP Group, CPL Public Company. Is that what the $67 is? We're in dollars, aren't we? They're not paying dividends. But what have we got? Let's have a look at a 5-year trend. They don't have a 5-year trend. There we go. What, CPO. So we had 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, 6 months. We got no 6-month data. That seems a bit strange. Did they only just really recent list? CPO buys Tesco for Malaysia. So they've just recently bought Tesco. Good morning, Sonny. How you doing? Why don't you jump on the Discord? Come on, the link's down below in the box. Come and have a chat with us. Tesco is considered, So anyway, pretty sure that's what we're looking at. Let's say maybe they've only just recently listed. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But anyway, just interesting. We're looking at the actual overall numbers. Anyway, so what did I miss there? Thumbs up. Yeah, so anybody here, just hit that thumbs up. We got things just moving along. Sports are kind of back. Oh, we got some sports in Australia, but no crowds though, I guess. Toasties. Toasted Toasties are great. I think, getting out of the airport, you've just, that's the first place you see. Well, actually, there's 3 or, well, you might say 3 or 4 different brands that you'll see at the airport. It's one of them. You got 7-Eleven. There's 7-Eleven at the airport. When you get to the door, I think there's a Family Mart. It's one of them. That's like a. It's got a bit of a different take to the 7-Eleven sort of franchise. They tend to do more whole foods, like they got lots of freezers usually in their kiosk. So they got whole foods. You can buy your pork, you got buy your fried chips, and like all that sort of stuff. Frozen goods, they're big on that sort of thing. Whereas CP All or 7-Eleven, you'll only have 1 or 2 fridges, which will have your microwave dinners and so on and so forth. But one of the things you do have, of course, is your Toasties. And getting off the plane, and you've had, like if you're coming from the States, you maybe been on the plane there for 17 hours, and you've had to eat plane food or aircraft food, which is really not the best even after 17 hours.
If they have any.
Yeah, and then so you land in the airport, just what they call a cheese and ham toasty, or a cheese and or a tuna toasty, or a sausage and cheese toasty. It's sort of something you can, get your stomach used to as you get out that airport. Because quite frankly, I don't think anybody could survive on airplane food. It really is quite disgusting. Best 7-Eleven Japan, best 7-Eleven in Japan, Thailand not far behind. When I was looking for the backdrop image this morning, I did notice there was a lot of the images came up in Chinese and in Japanese. But I managed to find one with a little bit of Thai writing to make everybody feel at home there, which is really what it is. You're all missing Thailand, I know, and one of the things you're missing is your local 7-Eleven. Inside gate, hey, there we go, Sonny. How you doing? You got your audio working? Say hello. You just click the button. He'll be there in a second. He'll once he gets his sound sorted out. Just got to go to the little cog down the bottom there. Check to make sure you're picking up the audio from the right recording device, and then it'll all work. Or you may be on Pushtotalk as well. I know you were basically set for Pushtotalk on your stream, remember, on your channel. So you might have to press your little Pushtotalk key. Just check your settings. Anyway, moving along. CP are Chinese owned, are they? It wouldn't surprise me. I really haven't looked into it to any great deal. I just know that there's part of the CP group. It's just all over the place. Consumer produce. Is that what it stands for? Oh, okay. That's good to know. Wow, where are we? Sort of, oh God, the thing bloody slipping off screen again. Where are we? I wish this thing here wouldn't scroll like it does. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. It seems to go up by pages. Paddy MD, g'day, how you doing? Johnny Siam, good to see you again, buddy. Where is it? Talkback time, I'd like to say Stephen's there as well. G'day, how you doing? Mr. Mitch.
Hey Warren, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. G'day, Stephen, how you doing?
All right, mate, there you go.
Good.
This thing's complicated to get into.
Oh, once you get used to it, it's no harder than Facebook.
Yeah.
We're just.
I understand. We're just kettle of fish.
We are just so used to Facebook now. The technology can challenge us.
It's probably been programmed. I haven't really looked at it. The only thing I find irritating with it, Warren, is when you install it. Every time you start Windows, it automatically loads. I've got it switched off.
There is an option there to turn that function off.
I had a look for it. I couldn't find it. I had to go into Windows settings to stop it. The start menu. Oh, no, it's okay now. It doesn't start up, but I'll have a look at it later.
Yeah, but there is
anyway.
We're just talking about 7-Eleven, and the first thing the first thing that becomes a familiar sight when you get out of the airport is the synonymous 7-Eleven store on the bottom floor of Suvarnabhumi.
And Food Plus is there, isn't it? Food
Plus? Yeah, I know. It's a Family Mart. There's a Family Mart there as well.
Mart. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, you can get your toasty. You can get your ham and cheese toasty just to relax your stomach after all that aeroplane food.
Get your beer there too.
You get your beer. Don't start me on beer. Never go on a pub crawl with Stephen. Right, because the fact that when it's his shout, he'll stop at a 7-Eleven and buy the beer.
What's wrong with 7-Eleven, Warren?
But yes, they're very convenient.
It's the quality that counts. It's the quantity.
Quantity, yep, quantity. Of course, if you come into Thailand, you've got to remember the fact that there is no alcohol sales between midnight and 11 a.m. and then you can buy alcohol between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then there's another curfew between 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then, of course, they put
anybody that doesn't understand that is perfectly clear.
It is.
You can't get beer when you want it.
That's right, you can't. Exactly why they do that, I don't know. But we're not talking about beer today because that'll probably sort of get the wrath of the Thai authorities involved, because we might be sort of seen to be promoting the sale of alcohol, which we're not. But yeah, so it's a familiar sight when you're getting out of the airport, and sort of basically, something to put in your stomach that's not airplane food. Wayne York, good morning. How you doing? Patty MD. We said hello to Patty MD. Okay. Several.
Steve Monash, Warren.
He's probably sleeping in or something. He's
for a couple of weeks.
He's an old bloke. He's just it's just one of those sort of things. He's old and.
How old is he? How old is he?
He's now 50.
60.
He's well into his 58s, and
I think he's older than that, mate. Have a look at his head.
And it would be sort of 1 p.m. So this would be 1:18 now, wouldn't it? No, it's 11:18. It's probably in for his morning seniors nap. Pick on the guy, poor lad. So Sonny's trying to get his audio button working, but I'm not quite sure what he's doing there.
Oh, to go that cog.
Yeah. Go on.
What's happening in Thailand lately, anyway?
Well, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about 7-Eleven, but yeah, nothing much news happening. I think they're opening up the. There's still a lot of up and down and opening up the venues. I think that's the latest talk is July 1. There's big circulars coming out in all the press about opening up, the bar scene. But there's still a big.
The bars open already, Warren. They're open already, aren't they?
Restaurants are open, which bars who have turned themselves into restaurants have opened.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough then. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they do,
Social distancing. You got to keep 1.5 meters away, and you got to wear a mask. Yes.
Well, we did that meetup last week with Niall. We went to I can't remember what's the restaurant, which was I can't remember now, sort of Margarita Storm on Soy 11 there.
Okay.
Great Mexican food. If you ever want some great Mexican food,
I'll be in with that.
Margarita Storm's a great one, and of course all the beer and alcohols and margaritas you could ever want to dream to drink. And they weren't too worried about social distancing as a group. We had 6. I think we had 6 people around the table then.
What's happened to the Aussie Bar? That's closed, is it?
I haven't sort of seen the Aussie Bar. I haven't been up the Aussie Bar, but what do you call it?
You used to go there.
No, the Down Under Bar. No,
Down Under Bar.
But Susie, we actually dropped in to see Susie that night and say hello. She's still there, but she's turned herself into a sort of into a bistro. A restaurant, because she was always cooking for her guests, wasn't she? So she cooked for her guests, and you could buy beer. So that was how she was keeping her head above water. But the whole street, in that video, the whole street was completely dark, apart from a couple of lights up there on the end, who were just basically had turned themselves into restaurants.
Pretty sad, isn't it?
It was. Anyway, so that was where we want to talk about the 7-Eleven. We actually want to talk about retail in general, sort of a familiarisation for people in the West coming to Thailand. That was the whole idea of the discussion topic of the day. So 7-Eleven, we got we're looking, so Chris Brown, CP Fresh Chicken is slaughtered in Western standards abattoirs, which suits me over Thai markets. Well, that's quite true, yes. They have a fairly good reputation for cleanliness over here. So if and that's the thing. Wherever you find a 7-Eleven, they actually allow the street vendors to park out the front and use their power generally, because although it's a franchise operation, it's a family owned. Usually, it's a family owned shop. So, a bit of a kickback here. They don't mind, like Joe, Joe with his sort of Isan sausage stand, he pays probably 50 baht a week just to plug into the pole outside the front of the shop, I'm not quite sure what the price is, don't hold me on that, but it's something like that. They each of those shops will pay a per diem to the 7-Eleven owner, which is access to the power, so they can power their little carts. And it is quite funny. So but it's good for 7-Eleven because and it's good for the vendors too. It's like a what do they call it? It's a symbiotic relationship. People come to 7-Eleven to get their groceries, and then they might get their chicken and rice out the front, or in our case, chicken and rice, or the Isan sausages.
Have the 5-star chicken where you are?
There is a 5-star chicken on the street, but it's a fair way down.
The 7-Elevens have got 5-star chicken with a beautiful chicken.
Yeah, it's 5-star.
Warren, do you like remember dim sims from Australia?
I do. Yes, I found we got them up at in the Big C at Omyai. There's one vendor that makes all that sort of food. They're not
but
the
you
ones.
Can get it as 5-star chicken as well.
Oh yeah, I've had them there. I didn't like the ones from 5-Star Chicken. No, I didn't like those ones. But we've got a little market stall down on sort of 77. You've got it. You've worked out how to make it make sound, did you, Sonny?
Does it work? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you are live. Yeah. So we're all live. Say hello to Sonny, everybody.
God, that Discord is so complicated.
It is. Yeah. Well, you just got to do it a few times. Once you do it half a dozen times, you'll fall into the situation. But anyway, moving right along, Perth was the most isolated city in the world. Now Melbourne is. Yeah, okay. Well, that's nothing to do with CP, but Chris Brand just scanning down the comments there in case I miss anything. Like this is my crowd usually starts talking amongst themselves and having a big conversation. 7-Eleven Hong Kong is also very... Look, I think there is a certain oversight that the 7-Eleven name, because that's what they've done. So 7-Eleven have franchised the name to CP All, and they get pretty much synonymous, or total shop control access. And of course 7-Eleven, they pick up what they call a name fee or a name rights holders fee for the group, which is obviously good for 7-Eleven.
Money's money, right?
Money's money. Yes, it's the way the whole world works around. But we're not actually talking. We're talking about can a farang actually live in Thailand without 7-Eleven? I think.
Not at all.
Well, you need to be on the ground and you need to be in a local place. Yeah, it would be. I would find it difficult, and I'd have to learn more Thai to know what I'm buying on the street stalls. But then again, would those street stalls really survive without the 7-Eleven? That's a good question as well. Because it is a symbiotic relationship everywhere you go. Even when we go up as far as Sukhothai into our little hamlet in Sukhothai there, okay, we don't actually have a 7-Eleven, but we have a Thai non-branded 7-Eleven just at the front of our street, which carries pretty much all the same stuff as 7-Eleven does.
Same but different.
Same but different, yeah. It's like 7-Eleven have created the standard, and now even sort of, if you don't want to buy into the licensing fee, they'll set up a shop right next door selling exactly the same products, and they'll call it Mum and Dad's shop or whatever, or I don't know what they call them. It's I don't read the Thai names, but they are.
When you, Ryan, that's a problem when you do a 7-Eleven franchise. If you've got a successful business in Thailand and you're ordering a lot of goods off them, they will put one across the road from you.
Right next door.
Yes,
right.
They will do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we get right in our. I think I've mentioned it in numerous videos and on live streams. Right in our street here. Right, this is like we've got about 1,000 families living in our what they call in Muban Sipet, which is where that's our village, and we have 3 7-Elevens. We have 1 Tesco Lotus Express, 1 Big C Mini. and I think 5 again convenience store style shops on our street. And they all seem to do quite well. There's nobody going out of business. They've always got people going into them and going out of them. Like the Thai brand ones, or the Thai name ones, I think one of his roller doors is just box alcohol, for instance. But on the other door, it's, you know, you can buy pretty much all your local sort of produce, you know, like your local sort of, you know, he's got a couple of freezers there, he's got his drinks vendors, and he's got his shelves full of, you know, packaged goods and so on and so forth. But pretty much his primary business there is selling the alcohol. And I think that's the shop is just the convenience to buy things when alcohol's not for sale, and I'm putting in big inverted commas there because this is what happens, is the fact that 7-Eleven and CP, they are rigidly controlled because they get audited on the books. You know, they'll come and check this, the computers, to make sure there's no sales between those non-sale hours. Whereas, like everything Thai, that's all cash money, so there's no records.
CP's a huge company.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's all cash money. So if you want to go and get a beer at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll go to the local, that local 7-Eleven like store, and he's quite happy to sell you the beer in a paper bag. You know what I mean? But it happens. This is what happens in Thailand. You're never without striving to. G'day, we got Cody there as well. I like Singer. Well, what's he's talking about? We're talking Singer beer now. We're not going to talk about beer. We're not allowed to talk about beer in Thailand. You're allowed to drink it, but you're not allowed to talk about it. Bango 46, how you doing?
When did that rule come in?
What's that?
I don't talk about beer.
We don't talk about beer.
When I was over there, Warren, they didn't want you showing beer on the camera.
There is actually the latest crackdown on everything right now here in Thailand is displaying alcohol brands, right? That seem to that give a suggestion that beer is good or alcohol is good. Anything that
fair enough.
They're not targeting users like my Facebook or your Facebook page. Yeah. But if you've got a brand, like I had this sort of, I sent a message to one of my friends who's involved in a Thai business in Pattaya, and he's just saying open for business, had a nice plate of food, a nice sign saying the special, and a nice bottle of Leo in the picture. I said, look, you're really going to have to get that off there. They are cracking heavily down on this. It's the latest TM30 issue. And you can sing the song. And you can sing the song if you wish.
TM30, they
TM30 song
again.
TM30.
You know what I found funny? Fair enough. I mean, there's nobody going to Thailand at the moment. I don't know if there is. What they're doing, this one minister wanted to get everybody 300 baht insurance when they arrived in Thailand.
Mm-hmm. It's
fine, but there's nobody going to Thailand.
Yeah.
They were more concerned about this 300 baht they were going to slap on everybody going through customs. For some sort of insurance for COVID or something like that. But Thailand wants to look at making people more comfortable to go to Thailand before Vietnam and Myanmar move in on them.
Well, the latest thing coming out of the TAT is the fact that they want to bring a new strategy to bring the Westerners back.
Yes.
Well, they've really done their deal there, haven't they? They've made the Westerners feel not welcome for the last 10 years. It's going to take some serious.
That was happening before the coronavirus, though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, but they stopped border runs, right? That was the first straw was border runs. Because there's lots of people want to be here in Thailand. They don't have the 500,000 baht to buy the elite visa, right? But they can work quite successfully, from any internet cafe or in one of these colo spaces now that are popping up everywhere.
They can get their money and spend their money.
Come say hello, darling. She's got blue on her, so she's got to be invisible.
Right, just say hi.
Come down, say hello. Okay, so there we go.
สวัสดี
Well,
ค่ะ
camera, right?
There we go. Bangkok. Please. Oh, there we go. Have a coffee on me. Thanks, Steve. Bangkok 46.
สวัสดีค่ะ
So there's Chanya. She's come to say hello. You going to go to work now, darling?
Yeah come to work
Good, good. So my chair's low and she's kneeling down. What you got today, darling? You tell me what you're doing today.
I working
Yeah, no, what you make. You have customer? Can you-
yeah
Can you do perm now? You can do perm and color and straight.
oh,
You can make straight
yes
now.
can
You can do everything now.
yeah can everything
You can do everything now.
yeah
And color. You know, she did a color in her hair the other week, so she's brown again. Well, she didn't do it. One of her friends did that anyway. So yeah, there's my chairs in the way, of course. Okay, darling. Well, you have a good day at work.
yeah
Give me.
Hi there. Yeah.
Stephen said hello.
ฮัลโหล
There we go. Great shot there.
Careful,
I think
careful,
I'll
careful.
use that shot there for the thumbnail there. What do you reckon?
Jesus Christ.
Come down just a little bit more.
No.
Can I use it for the news tonight?
Can use it for the news tonight. Yes, you are welcome to use it for the news tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, darling. Catch you later. The best breast money can buy. Come on.
Really, much?
Yeah, so that video is actually doing quite well.
Did you ever change where you were?
I put out 3 videos this week. So there was the Let's
Yep.
Talk. There was the what was the first one? I have to go back to my channel now. I forgot what my videos are. It's my channel. There we go. Getting back to that. So I put out 3 videos this week. There was the new tyres. That's right. So we're talking about tyre prices.
I think you're the only one putting out videos, aren't you?
Well, no,
They're all doing live streams.
Well, like I said, that's the thing. I think people like the videos, don't they? They like the information videos, and I get a lot of feedback. People just
I was
love
actually
it.
giving you a rep the other day about that. You're probably the only one doing it, making them videos.
Anyway, so we did new tyres. So we she had the Vios understeered and wet last week. She told me about it. I said, well, let's just go and get those new tyres now, because the tyres were getting a little. They still had tread on them, but they were being a bit the rubber was about 6 years old. So, and of course, I think you need a little bit deeper tread in the wet weather.
I got hit with tyres in Thailand a few weeks ago. These new tyres. I said, well, I don't drive it. You drive it. You buy them. My meaning.
Yeah, anyway, so we got new tyres and we went out and bought her a dress, and we're just talking about a few things. I gave some pricing there on the iPhones there, which is something I'm going to do more in the videos now, because I've been saying I should do it, and whenever I come across something which sort of has a price and seems to be a relevant thing people ask about, well, let me do the pricing now, so people can get an idea, because that does vary from time to time, and so people seem to like the way of putting it on the video. Then we did Let's Talk About the South Song. We got 1,100 views on that in 24 hours already. So
Let's talk about what?
Let's Talk About the South Song. South Song. That's what they call them here in Thailand, or Thai calls it Thai Ladyboy. So, and what we'll probably do either next week or the week after, we'll actually do a live stream talking and getting people asking questions about that sort of thing. What sort of truth, see if we can get that encouragement going.
Okay.
And then, of course, we did another house checking out. We checked out another house this week as well. So,
You're the only person putting out videos.
oh, there's a few of them doing it, but again, to the material, like look, I never want to diss anybody doing Thai material. Or I think it's it's one of those things. We talked about that last week. Do you grow old gracefully here in Thailand, or do you start a YouTube channel?
Oh, that's impossible. Come on.
Growing old gracefully, or start a YouTube channel. Everybody seems to start a YouTube channel when they land here. Hey, Cody, how you doing, buddy?
It's just a hobby, or you know that.
I think it's your definition of gracefully.
Yeah. That's gracefully in Thailand, is it?
I don't plan on aging gracefully. I plan on going out scratching and kicking.
That with a bang.
They say it's better to burn out than fade away.
Exactly.
If you want to actually go on camera, I can put you on screen if you want.
I'm doing my toenails. Do you mind?
Well, just hit your camera there, and I'll put you on screen.
I was. What are you gonna do?
Well, like you do with your thing, just you turn your cameras on. I can actually sort of put you on screen, and you can be part of the crew.
There you go.
If I can just actually get the thing to actually resize on the screen, there we go. Oh I need a new mouse. This mouse is so screwed up at the moment. So let's put you up the top there, and.
How come they're all avatars?
That's because nobody else has turned their camera on. I can't turn my camera on, of course. And your camera's not coming through at all. It's just that's the Australian wonderful.
Oh shit!
That's the wonderful Australian internet NBN, super duper NBN for you.
It's scary, isn't it?
No, it is, isn't it?
Oh, it's not loading.
It's just the way it is. Because my Discord server's in Singapore, and basically you've got to get a trunk out to Singapore. Mr. I forget, Mr. I forget. And we got Blues Inc. there. He's just joined us as well. So what do we got? Warren Theriot, I think I would rather grow old in Thailand than Los Angeles. Well, I think that's what we pretty much came to a conclusion with last week, yeah. Desirado Rodriguez, you guys are a great couple. I enjoy your videos from California. G'day. Well, thanks for the thumbs up on that one. Chat froze, so I missed everything. Say hello to Chanya. We're having sort of bandwidth problems at the moment. I know, because I'm trying to get Stevens, but maybe I'll just close that.
Coming through fine here in the U.S.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm just seeing it perfect.
Not Thailand. Not Thailand unplugged though. I'm spinning just like it is for you.
Yeah. It can just be flaky from time to time. Sort of, when we branch out into the stuff I want to do next, which is the recorded sessions, we'll make sure that that's working. When we do the 2 to 3 up recording. But again, we won't actually be feeding out to a live stream session as well. We'll just be recording local, which will sort of minimise the bandwidth going through Discord. But that's the trouble is, I think that's where Discord are now. They've had a great resurgence in subscribers and membership over the last 3 months as well. So people have, Zoom is getting a lot of flack because it's Chinese owned for one, and it's running over HTTP, which can be intercepted, and it's Chinese owned. So what they're doing with the data that they're collecting on Zoom, I've got no idea. Anybody using Zoom for video they're losing their mind, really.
Well, you got a lot of the schools are pushing it here.
I know, because it's free.
They just opened they're opening a new data center in Phoenix, Arizona, hiring a bunch of people for Zoom.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a very, very insecure program, and I would not be putting any data or even my voice on there. I don't know if the people realise that voice can be captured too, and they can use that to then, if they get enough identity, they can then sort of cut and paste voice segments to actually answer voice questions for security. I don't know. People don't realise how open it is. Even doing voice on Facebook. Really, Facebook is not a Chinese company, but it can be done the same way. You got to think about your security when it comes to that. Anyway, maybe we'll do a whole video on the issues that people really need to wake up to with security on the internet these days, because it seems like people have forgotten how dangerous it is. How much dangerous it is. But anyway, that's not the discussion for today. We're talking about 7-Eleven. We're talking about retail in general. We'll try to stay on subject.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Johnny Siam. If they collected my data, I think they would burn their ears. Too right, too right. We swear like trippers. Like this is one of the things I have to keep on. When I do these live streams, which we don't, when it doesn't cover the virus issue, they still demonetize my live streams, and I have to actually then put that. If you click that request, and say, please check it again, because the AI picks up all this swearing, and America's swearing like, it's God damn, you say God damn too many times, they'll demonetize your channel, demonetize your video. But like swearing in Australia, like that's our vernacular. We can't talk in Australia without swearing. It's just natural for us, So we, it's a racial issue, My channel is listed in Australia, so I should be allowed to swear as much as I want. Sonny, how many 7-Elevens have you got in your street down where you live?
Oh my God, I got in Kamala about, I don't know, maybe 12.
12?
Something like this,
And how far are they away from each other? Like, are they next door to each other?
Maybe like 60 meters.
60 meters.
100 meters. That's crazy.
Yep, we got on Soy 110 where Chanya's shop is. There's one on the corner, and there's one 5 doors down. No joke, 5 doors down, and of course there's a new franchise that's been opened up. I'm not quite sure the name of it. They're just across the road, and of course they're on the corner, and on the opposite corner of that side street is a Tesco 7-Eleven, a Tesco Express. It's just absolutely amazing. But they're everywhere. I said we got one Tesco Express in our village here, but you've only got to go onto the main road and up 50 metres to the local service station, and the Tesco Lotus Express is now in the service station as well. And of course, CP All have bought all rights to Tesco Lotus Express, so it's all going back to China. Oh my God!
Warren?
Yeah.
You can hear me, can you?
I can, yes. What are you doing?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Stop pressing press the other button, okay?
Yes. This is a fun program, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once
it's working, you just minimise it. Just don't touch it. It's download. Fuck yeah.
Look, talking about 7-Eleven, the 5G network's been Huawei's getting involved in that.
Are they? In what way? What they'd be buying roof space? They're going to buy roof space
in the 5G network in Thailand. Good one.
What's CPO?
I know. What's it called? Huawei.
Huawei.
Oh, it's called. You call it.
Huawei. Huawei. Yeah.
The phone.
Yeah. The phone company. Yeah.
Yeah. We've also got Huawei Pay.
Mm-hmm.
Tap and Pay. It's coming in on the Huawei phones. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So,
good. It's a strange world.
What's that program you're talking before? That one where you can talk? What's it called?
Zoom.
You got Zoom. You got Huawei. Oh, Jesus! It'd be like holidaying in China, wouldn't it?
Well, almost, except we speak Thai.
Well, you're going to use the fast train, mate, and you can have the virus delivered fresh to your door every morning.
Yeah. Chris Brand, Warren, would you give up your Aussie citizenship for a Thai citizenship? If I was offered a Thai citizenship, I would probably do that, as long as I get the rights of a Thai, right? Which is, I can own property and everything else. I would certainly relinquish my Australian citizenship if I was given the rights of a Thai person. But that means all the rights of a Thai person, because quite frankly, apart from the fact that it's on my, thanks Dallo, thanks. Apart from the simple fact that I'm born in Australia, I really have no ties to Australia. I got my brother and my sister over there, and of course the extended family, but I never talked to them anyway. They never talked to me. I was always the black sheep of the family anyway, so I didn't conform to their bullshit. Keeping up with the Joneses bullshit, fucking crap that they'd go on with, in their life. You know, and you know, you don't do this because it's not good. Look, I'll do what the fuck I want. Thank you very much. But you know, such is life. Was disappointed in Nakhon City. Had to walk across the busy road to 7. What, you had to walk across the road to a 7-Eleven? Oh, that's unacceptable. Why haven't they built one on that side of the road yet? You've got to ask those questions. No guarantee elite visas will exist in 10 years. It is Thailand after all. That's the funny thing about the elite visa, Chris, is it's not actually part of immigration. It's a company who do all the work for you, and they've been given special dispensation to take care of that and offer this particular facility, which costs effectively 100,000 baht a year. But that was, again, we're getting back to that off the subject, which was 10 years ago. You could do border runs, and a lot of well-to-do young Westerners would love to sort of bounce around between Thailand and Malaysia and Vietnam and Cambodia and Laos and maybe Myanmar if they are feeling adventurous, and you could just bounce across borders, and then come back again, and you could do that, your whole life. All you needed to do, basically, if you could give yourself $1,000 US income a month on your online service or whatever thing you're running, or your blog, or whatever millennial crazy shit you were doing, you could live here in Thailand. And then Thailand turned around and said, no, we're not having it anymore. And so they lost all that income, right? Because the Chinese don't spend that. The Chinese come on tour groups. They spend a bit of money, but they shop exclusively with the Chinese-owned franchises.
Warren, they spend a hell of a lot of money. They spend a hell of a lot of money with Chinese tour companies and Chinese hotels and Chinese restaurants.
That's
and it all goes back to China.
And it all goes back to China. This is the situation we got over here. I think what they're seeing now in Thailand, the numbers are coming through, that this is what's happening, right? And they want to correct it. But again, so there's all these people who have made these changes over the years. The difficulty we've got here in Thailand is they can't make these senior people lose face, because basically reversing something like that would have that authority figure, they would lose face. And they can't have that, because Thais never make a mistake, especially it's the senior Thai. at least the senior Thais never make mistakes. Maybe the shit kickers and the street sweepers, they might street the sweeps wrong, but a senior official, especially in the upper echelon, the stratified society of Thailand, they never make mistakes. What
did you say then? That is fair.
The stratified society.
Your teeth dropped out then.
Yeah, I've been reading some posts out of Australia. There's a second run on toilet paper, is there?
Yeah, I've got plenty, mate. I've got a house full of it.
You got a house full, did you? Is that you?
Well, I've got a bum gun, but I've got a bum gun. I don't need it.
Have you got your bum gun hooked up to hot water?
No, I'll tell you what happened, right? I got the bum gun. I got it brought over last. I won't go into how it got here. And it was brought over, and I connected the bars, and it popped at the top, the rubber.
Right.
It flooded the house out, so it got bum gun flooded. and I was hitting the roof, and my mum thought the roof was leaking and shit like that. Was the bum gun squirting at the roof? It's sensational. Full house for her.
Yeah. But yeah, so how do you?
If you send one overseas to one of your friends, make sure it's a good quality.
Yeah. Have you got it hooked up to the hot water? Because that was a thing. That's why I never put one in Sydney. Because like the cold water on your ass in wintertime, mate. Yeah. Like there's things that wake you up, and that shit will just fucking wake you up.
I don't like hot water on my teeth, Warren.
Don't you? But you're not supposed to use your bum gun on your teeth. Come on.
It doubles as a water pick.
Doubles as a water fountain, does it, Augie?
No, a water pick. That they use.
Oh, the water pick. Yeah, the dental pick. The dental. Yeah, okay. The dental squirter. Yeah.
No, getting back to toilets, Warren. Your mother got one put in. Those bidet things. You've seen those little electronic ones, where the little squirter comes up and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she bought one of those, and they sent her a midget one. I'm having fun wrestling that thing.
But so your bum gun's not working. You had to get toilet paper.
Or super clean bum, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But how do you deal with the cold water on your ass?
The bidets like hot water. Oh, the cold water.
Really?
And get off and.
The whole idea of cold water up my ass. Seriously,
It's got to be strong when you're down here.
The cold water would keep you from overusing it.
We get frozen turds, mate. Happened fresh.
Yeah, a lot of countries. Yes, Danny. A lot of countries are rejecting Huawei simply because of the fact that they feel that there's something in the code.
Yeah, how do they spot?
Mind you, on Huawei, I think Chanya says Huawei, now here's the interesting thing. Here's the interesting thing about Huawei and the 5G code and the Huawei equipment. I have yet to see any evidence of a disassembled code in any device to prove that they can be hacked. Right, and this is the thing about technology. Right, if they were hackable, where's the code? Show us the code. Right, where are the code lines? Right, people don't understand the fact that every device runs on code. Right, so if they're hackable, then you can see the code that's being hacked. Right, so where is the code? Nobody has yet to come up with any evidence. This is just basically an anti-China stance, right? Because quite frankly, they're making cheaper and better equipment in the Huawei than Motorola, which is an American-based company. That's all.
30% cheaper, Warren. Did you know that?
No, that's
always 30% cheaper than what was it? Can't remember the two companies. One was Ericsson. What was the other one?
Motorola. I think Motorola is doing the rollout in America.
Yeah, well, they're 30% cheaper, but Australia's given them the arse. I mean, I think England's given them the arse.
Yeah, but all this, hackability, right? Every device is hackable, right? Bit of what they call social engineering. You could hack any device. Right, it's just not Huawei. It's any device, right? Getting a hold. Basically, all these devices have root level access, which is basically getting in at the kernel level, which is the startup level of the device. Every device has that ability, right? Even the stuff out of America. People don't understand technology, right? And all you need to do is just grab that guy and pull his fingernails out, and he'll give you the password.
Oh, you don't have to do that, Warren. You can ask him first.
Well, most of the time you just give them $1,000. They'll give you the password anyway. Yeah. So they're all hackable.
Buy him a beer if he's in the US.
You just ask him to do it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. With these devices and everything else, they're all hackable if you've got root level access, right? But basically, nobody's ever come up with any code, right, to say they can secretly get in, right? And again, who's to say that the NSA hasn't forced Motorola to put backdoor access into
they did with Cisco.
Oh, did they? Did.
Oh, yes. I forget if it was the NSA or CIA or FBI, but for a while, Cisco was producing switches and routers that had an extra special chip in them.
Yeah.
So basically, they could do man-in-the-middle attacks.
Yeah. So
what's Banana King saying about the Qualcomm chip?
I don't know. I've got to scroll down. So it's hardware code, microcode.
Microcode in a Qualcomm modem chip.
But again, that can still be disassembled. Banana King. Yeah. Like in the 80s, I was disassembling bloody EPROMs and things like that just for the sake of doing it because you could, right? You can disassemble any code, but nobody's ever come out with the microcode. Come out with the evidence of microcode, right? And they're easy to disassemble if you know what you're doing. Why do I know? Because I used to do that shit. I used to fucking disassemble game code. To hack, of course. That's how you got your that's how you got your games in the 80s. You get the plug-in cartridges. You make a little sort of bridge and do a man in the middle attack, right? On that bridge, you set sensor lines, and you could disassemble the code coming out of the cartridge. And then
I haven't bought software for about 25 years.
It's all hackable, right? But as I said, the code there is in the microcode, and yes, they have yet to show any evidence the fact that this microcode instruction set does this when this particular attack vector is used, right? No evidence. It's just hype. It's what they call the propaganda machine, and it's all part of this thing that's going on now. What we're seeing now is just another phase of the East versus West war we've been waging for 50 years, right? And it's all to do with money. It's got to do with nothing else. Who makes the money? It's all it is. Right, we are just the pawns on a table, and we don't matter. Unless, of course, you're spending lots of money, then you're just cannon fodder. And most of you is sheep anyway, so deal with it. What have I missed on the stream? I'm watching things. It's still. What are you saying, Nikati? It is basically a membership program that allows you to live in. Yeah. Okay, we're still talking about the elite program. But yeah, that's
worth it to you, Warren.
Well, considering if you're on the elite program, you don't need health insurance. Right? So health insurance
in Thailand. Health insurance.
Well, health insurance.
They supply it with a thing, do they? Sorry, I'm talking over the top here. Go on.
Yeah, that's all right. No. So health insurance in Thailand is going to cost you 60 to 70,000 baht a year, right, as a foreigner.
Right.
So there's 60 to 70,000 baht anyway you spent. So when you look at it, the only downside about the elite the elite status is the fact that you've got to pay the 500,000 baht up front, and it lasts for 5 years. It's a multi-entry visa. So if you are actually bouncing in and out of the country, regularly, like going to Cambodia and Vietnam and other places, and you're just going visiting, right? When you start to add up all that 1,900 baht as re-entry fees, or was it 30? What's it for the multi-entry for a year? It's 3,900, isn't it? When you start to add up,
not when I was there. Really? Multi-entry visa was 1,900.
Is it multi? No, I thought it was only a single entry for 1,900. It's 3,900 for multi-entry. Right, when you start to add,
how much you pay for the multi-entry, Warren?
I thought it was 3,900.
Exactly, 3,900. I paid the same, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I got it wrong.
So 3,900 for the multi-entry. So you put that on top of your 65,000. Then you look at your other bits and pieces, like they give you discounts, and you're getting a discount card for the what do you call it, this elite program. You get special access to chauffeur services. It's like it's a snooty one-upmanship sort of deal. You get a special limousine service access. You get a special privilege card.
It's a VIP pass.
It's a VIP pass.
Also makes 90-day check-ins easier. You have somebody that basically does 90-day check-in for you.
Somebody goes and does a run around for you. You get deals on hotels. So it depends on the sort of person. It could be for anybody under the age of 50 who's not married to a Thai. It's definitely something to consider if you've got that money, because there's no bank account checks, there's no health checks, there's no anything checks. Basically, you're paying. You've basically paid up front. So there's guaranteed income into the Thai economy, outside the Chinese tour group, where it comes in, goes, and the only thing that services there is the street worker, and the basic profits go back into the country. At least with this one here, that money stays in the country because it's a service, and it's a service which is done well.
When I first got there, Warren, I was paying probably in excess of 7,000 to get to Myanmar, do the passport, and the hotels weren't cheap in them days. By the time you got back, geez, you'd be kissing 15, 20 grand a trip.
Yeah, so it's definitely something to consider. Like I'm not promoting the thing, but I have actually considered it, right, as an option. Right now, as I said, we still don't know how the health insurance, like I've got an extension visa, right, which is what they call the O visa. So it's an O visa extension. Now, if when I go to do my renewal this year, and I'll probably go in 3 weeks before, if they turn around and say, hey, you need to get health insurance, I'm going to say, fuck that shit. I'm going to go to the elite visa. I'll just go and get an elite visa. Then I'm set for 5 years. I don't need to fucking worry about it. I can put my fucking money back.
What's $100 grand now, does it?
It's 100 grand. It's 500,000 baht for 5 years, right? That's 100,000 baht a year, and that I'll just do 5 years on that, and then sort of probably renew it 5 years after that as well. It's only money, and I sort of say I'd rather spend that and get that privilege, right, if I'm going to have to buy something rather than just buying health insurance alone, because I know I'll be taken care of,
How much you pay for your health? And you don't have health insurance, Warren?
No, I've got money in the bank, so.
Okay.
I'm self-insured.
Self-insured.
Yeah. So, and really, when you start to think about that, that's the whole idea of the 800,000 baht in your Thai bank account. Anywhere, it's like a guarantee. It's just if something push comes to shove, you've got ready access in a Thai bank account. And I think that's where they hit me last year on the visa renewal, because it was in Citibank. They don't have governmental access to those funds because it's an international bank, whereas the government has access to the banks. And if I was to...
Warren, let me ask you something. When I first, going back a couple of years ago when I was there, didn't matter where your bank was. You could have it in Australia, wherever, as long as you had the money in the bank.
Yeah.
Now, I was telling me the other day that you have to have it in a Thai bank. Is that correct?
Not when you get your initial OA from your country, you have to show evidence the fact that you have the equivalent already in your bank or income going into your bank, right? So when I did my application, right?
Okay, hang on. So you got money going into your bank. So let's say you got it coming from Australia like a pension. Does that bank have to be in Thailand or can it be in Australia? That's what I'm asking you.
No. Okay. Well, this is where it gets hung up. When you first get your visa, you do it in your home country, right? Then they look at your home bank accounts. You have got 12 months you got 9 months in which to actually set up a bank account in Thailand and then have those funds deposited into the Thai bank, right? Or have that bulk account in Thailand. You've got 9 months because now they check 3 months previous. That's that's the now situation for the retirement visa. So that's how it works. You've got to show it in a Thai bank, right? Yes, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I moved it from Citibank Australia to Citibank Thailand, converted it to Thai baht, and it was all good. They were happy with that, right? Then last year the rules changed. It had to be a Thai bank. So they said no. Well, we're not accepting it. And I just screamed and I just kicked up a fuss. And
just another hurdle for you to jump, yeah?
It was just another one of those sort of things that just gets in your way. I had to sit down, because I couldn't do anything about it. I had to actually write them a letter. I promise that I will have a Thai bank account and my funds in the Thai bank account by this time next year when I do my renewal, as per the agreements that you've just outlined to me, signed, Warren Gertie's dated, blah blah blah, and it's now on file, right? So that's what I had to do. Once I did that, it had to go through her supervisor. Had to then sort of approve it, and he didn't, because the fact that there's no checkbox for this. I talk about the checkboxes in immigration. There's no checkbox. So what they had to do then, that supervisor, he wasn't going to sort of sign off on it. He had to go and take it to the guy that runs immigration in Changratara, right? The head honcho. He had to sign off on it. But because it's basically that the whole immigration thing works on a checkbox. They're not allowed to think, right? Basically, if they can't check that box, they can't give you the visa.
That's right.
That's the way it works. And they're not allowed to sort of say, well, you've got, we can sort of see you spending money regularly here in Thailand.
That's what a lot of farings have a problem with. There's no ifs or buts. If the box doesn't get ticked, you don't get anything.
That's it. That's the way it works.
After a year or two, we can work that out. Don't argue with them. Just do as you're told.
Not a couple of other people joined the stream there. So Sean, how you doing? Good to sort of see you. Good to hear from you again. Fraser Hall, he's dropped in to say hello. How you getting, Fraser Hall? Another new name, Leonard Torres. I'm from Brazil. Congratulations. Thanks, Leonard. Thanks for joining. Have you hit that subscribe button? Don't forget to hit the like button. Hello from Brazil. Yeah, yes. How's like I hear Brazil's actually not doing too well at the moment with that whole, pandemic, as we say. The Johnny Siam, that was when the big joke came into the top job of immigration.
He was all right.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. It was that the border runs were the first thing. Then there was another issue.
He was responsible for TM30.
No, I think he was involved. He didn't bring in TM30. He was bringing in the.
He did.
No, that was the guy. It was the guy after him.
Probably did.
But yeah, he was the one who cracked down on the work visa issues. His major play was the work visas. He was really his dig. He wasn't too concerned about the foreigners, but unfortunately, the foreigners, like the Westerners who were living here, they got dragged into the big catch-all net. And what his big push was the all the work visa and people coming from Myanmar, Laos, making sure that you're properly registered, properly sort of insured, so the fact that you're properly sort of covered under Thai working law. Right, unfortunately, that's all to do with the work visa. Right, you cannot work in Thailand with, these are the different things. That was his major play. Right, then the guy that came in after him, right, he was the TM30. I don't know, is he still in play? I don't know. I think he's still in the top seat, but that's all just been relaxed now because they realised it was just they've relaxed it. It's still there, but it's been relaxed. They've got so many outs, and the fact that basically everybody's covered with an out. They haven't changed the law. For some reason, they can't.
Now,
change
all
the
they need with all these rules, Warren, is a couple of tourists.
That's it. Yeah. All they got to do to fix
this.
Look at
your brochure, mate. TM30 form. Your elite visa, and look, Vietnam's looking good.
That's the thing. All they got to do to get the Westerners back is to just roll things back 10 years, right?
Yep.
Put a tracking app on everybody's phone, right? Just
what about a few ankle bracelets there, Warren, while we're at it?
No, just an app on your phone. Like, if the phone goes off, then send them a warning. Well, that phone's been turned off and it's been off for 12 hours, right? We better go and investigate, right? Focus on why the phone was off. The phone might be lost, well, you might need to help the tourist, and the tourist might be in trouble. That would solve all your problems, right? You come into the airport, put this app on your phone, and you're all good, right? Go through that. They're like you're doing it at 7-Eleven and every other shop now. You're going in the door. There's a little the Chanya
they're running that online or running off the line program, aren't they?
Well, the line app has the QR code. See, you can't tell can't tell a Thai to install a QR code reader because they don't come as a default app on your phone, whereas Thai phones in Thailand do come with the line app, which has a QR code reader. When you bring up your line app, you press the QR code reader, it takes you to an external website, which is the Chanya, and you press, I'm checking in here, I'm checking out there, and that's all it does. It's it's keeping track of the phone and the registration. But yeah, so like everybody's checking in everywhere now. So why can't we just have a single app on your phone, which is the tourist helpline app? Okay, it'd give it permissions to track your positions, right? It has people, it has people. This is a whole business, right? Now, I might talk to Sonny about that. We might set this up ourselves. It's a whole business It's a whole business where you put the app on your phone. We take care of everything. It's a hotline to English speaking or to your native speaking tongue, help desk if you've got problems, right? And we can help you out, and we know you track every location, right? Anytime you need things, we'll give you discounts at this, we'll give you discounts at that, because we're going to have advertising on our app, we're going to make money on the advertising on the app. I think we should do this, and then put it to Thai immigration. This is the way to solve every one of your problems. Relax.
This is the way to hold your tourists at ransom.
Yeah, well,
I'm grimacing at that idea.
And if you give this idea to the
I can't agree on
Thai
that one.
government, it's gone. The
Yes,
idea is
that's right.
gone.
That's it. The idea's gone in an instant, and they'll do it all wrong. That's the problem.
They're going to steal the idea and they're going to monetize it. I mean, really, like they're going to sell the app or whatever.
Well, that's the way things.
Or all of your location data.
Yeah.
What about
But
the
that's
90-day report, Warren? Is that still applicable at the moment?
Well, I do mine online, so
You're the only tourist left there.
I'm not a tourist. No, I go onto the immigration website and just do it online.
They got it working, have they?
For
9 years they've got it working.
The last two times I've done it, which was only just beginning of this month, the June the 1st, I did it, and 84 days before that. Okay. So the online version is no longer a 90-day check-in; it's an 84-day check-in because you've got to do it between 15 days and 7 days before the date that they give you.
Well, that's good they've done that. That's good. That was so annoying, that thing.
It's still a glitchy site, but I think they put some more computing power behind the damn thing. It's no longer running. It's no longer running on a Windows XP, IBM 286. They've actually upgraded.
A lot of the people using it, Warren, didn't know how to use the site correctly, and that was the problem. You know that.
Well, I may actually do what they call I may do a screen recording of the next time I do it, because nobody's done that. So look forward to that one at the end of August. I think that the last week in August is when I got to do it next. I have to check the dates. But what I will do is I will actually do a full Streamlabs capture. I won't do a live stream. I will do a Streamlabs capture. That allows
rub out a few things, don't you?
Well, I'll have to do some rubbing out. That's exactly right. So, but I'll be able to take you through each of the screens, and I'll be able to put some overlay on each of those screens, and just talk everybody through the application, so that people know how to use it. I haven't seen anybody else do it because nobody else has the technical capability to do it. Oh, Sonny might. Sonny might. Insomnia Gamer might.
What about me? Could I do it? Do you reckon?
Well, you'd need to be in Thailand doing the app because you can't do it now because you're not in Thailand. You've got to be in Thailand doing it.
We're back there shortly, buddy. I'm coming out your way, actually.
Yeah, yes. So can we put a wall up?
I'll be up next to you. We can get out and get pissed together.
Oh, great. So, hanging out the front. Well, you can come and sit with me and Joe out the front of 7-Eleven at our place,
Oh, who's Joe?
Well, Joe, he's the Eastern sausage guy.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, he's in sausage. Well, okay. Fair enough.
We've made friends, and he's one of the local Thais.
Okay.
We haven't been hanging out for the last 3 months because of all the bullshit that's going on. But hopefully from July 1, we'll feel comfortable again to sit out, have a few beers, because we put on. I've got access to his Bluetooth on his little stereo system, so then I'll queue up. When I'm there, I queue up some Western songs, and I play my music, and we just sit out and rock out to Western style music.
Look at Lloyd and Cupton. I used to sit at the front of there, Warren, with a couple of people out, have a few beers.
Right.
I didn't mind.
But we just do it. There's one of the guys that works in our village here.
You understand a word all the time, but it didn't matter.
Yeah. But one of the guys up here in our street, he's a goldsmith, and he comes down and joins us. And there's another guy, Kum. He comes up every so often and joins.
But you do that 7-Eleven.
Oh, it's 7-Eleven, yeah. Probably do it once a week. Well, I was hanging out probably once a week down there. I didn't make it. Look, they do it every day. I only go and hang out once a week.
Yeah, I did your stream from there once. Looked like a fun day.
Yeah, I did it. I did a handheld stream from there once, yeah. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to sort of say. Perry Honeyman, how you doing? And Philip S, g'day, how you doing? To make sure when I said the new names come up. And Tim Anderson, g'day, Tim. One of the things I did want to actually quickly just give you a heads up and a mention on, I've actually unlisted all my videos older than a year. So if you want to look at back catalogues, you'll have to use playlists or you go and search my website. So I come across some really interesting information to do with CTR and the way YouTube look at your channel and everything else. And when you get as many, I got 460 videos up there, it actually is detrimental to the
1,100, Warren.
Yeah, but it's detrimental to their SEO and their placement because you've got so many videos, right? It actually holds your channel growth back. The recommendation is to only keep, because YouTube is very much a current a current affairs, like current news, current circulation. Anything older than 6 weeks is pretty much old news and doesn't get their clicks.
Yeah, not like the good old days, is it?
Yeah, so, basically, and you are being penalised for old videos because, they won't show the new video on that subject because you might redo videos every year, like, cost of livings, this and the other. They'll always present the one that got, that was done 4 years ago, which is totally not relevant. Right, so I said, stuff it. And if you want to see the old stuff and go to my website. Easy to find on my website, and just so hopefully we'll start to see some more growth in the YouTube channel.
How many videos you got now? 500.
What? How many subscribers?
The videos.
462, I think, was the latest count. Well, that was the vlogs. There's more videos, but there's a lot of other stuff.
I've got about 50, I think, and the rest are all live streams.
There was 90 live streams. There's now only 30 live streams that you can see on the video section.
Yeah, I might take a few of mine down too. They're getting a bit old.
But they're all
the ones
there.
with you, bloody classics,
Yeah, I know. But the whole idea, they're still there. The playlists are still there, so you can sit there and binge watch from the beginning and all that sort of crap. So, and people do that. It's amazing how many people I look the analytics and I can see the binge watchers. They'll actually sit there and they'll start from video vlog 000 and binge watch right through.
It's called stalking, Warren.
I think that's called stalking. Yeah. But yeah.
The guy do that once, Warren. He watched every video.
Well, I've had quite a few people sort of, come up and comment on videos, and I'm going through your back catalogue. I come across this one. This one's interesting. Get to meet new people. Warren's Classics, Sid C. Warren's Classics, yeah. I'm a lot more comfortable in front of the camera now. That's one thing for certain. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, you did a good job, man.
I always worried about what other people think. Now I just think about, well, what do you need to know? What do you want to know? What do you want to talk about? I'm going to talk about the stuff I want to talk about now. I still want to bring and branch out from Thailand centric as well, because there's so much other stuff I want to cover, and I've got plans to do that. I'm just waiting for all the current pandemic bullshit to spill over, and YouTube get on track with helping doing the thing that they used to do, which was so good. Well, the platform now is Facebook. We always said that Facebook were going to give them a run for their money. Well, guess what? Facebook are doing it better, right?
What's that other one? I can't remember it.
Twitch.
Twitch. It's a Twitch. Yeah.
Well, Twitch is very hard to break into now. So to get into the you need 50 followers to start with before they'll even look at you. I still don't know how Twitch works. I've got to sit down with a couple of channel guys that I drop in on to say hello to, who have actually broken into that thing there and sort of get some inside story on how that shit works. When I'm doing my gaming, I'm streaming to Twitch and Facebook. I'm getting more engagement.
That's the whole problem with it, Warren. It's YouTube has the monopoly on it, and that's where you get the problem.
Well, it says YouTube is the incumbent. It's like, unless of course the incumbent changes course, they will be the, what was it? they'll be the MySpace and the Yahoo companies who really are no longer anyone. Like, thank God I didn't buy fucking shares in Yahoo. God, didn't they go fucking down? But yeah, so MySpace.
They were the leaders, Warren, and everything, Yahoo, and then they just went down the shit tube.
No, it's because they were an incumbent. And this is the trouble with a lot of American companies. The top echelon, they're more concerned about keeping the shareholders happy than actually bringing in new innovation. Whether Facebook seems to be run by a millennial, so that may not happen. The guy in the driver's seat, he knows the failures of those other companies, and he's trying to avoid it with fervour at the moment. He's trying desperately not to fall into the same traps as the places like MySpace. MySpace was great. I thought it was a lovely sort of concept. Scuba Tom, g'day, how you doing? Showed up late. I'm thinking I will go to Florida for a while. It could be a while
What's
before.
this chick painting her fingers on Twitch has more than 50 viewers.
That chick painting her tits on Twitch has more than 50 viewers. 50,000 viewers? I know the video. I know the person you mean. And there is somebody on Twitch. I'm pretty sure it's Twitch, the Twitch platform. I don't know how she gets through. I think she puts something over the areola, right? That's the
nipple.
The nipple. Yeah. Come on.
What do you call it?
The areola.
You're talking about tit, yeah, go on.
Talking to the uneducated, oh my God. But yeah, so Chanya's got these stick-ons as well, because sometimes she wears a dress that just covers.
All right, Warren, too much information here. Okay, right.
But yeah, she puts something over there, and then she sits there, and for 2 or 3 hours, she does body painting. She body paints herself.
Oh.
Really? I wish I could do that. But anyway.
But that in my lifetime, mate.
She's going to have another viewer. Now that I know about. No, they're still trying to set up AOL on my IBM from XP Professional.
Yeah, well, they still going on it.
Well, that's getting back to the whole. The reason why the web migration website probably works now is the fact that they phased out their Windows, their IBM XP or IBM XT, which was running Windows 3.1, and their app, and they've actually upgraded to a Pentium processor, probably a Pentium 90. Knowing Thailand, it's probably running Windows Millennial Edition now. But it's still a bit glitchy, but it does run better than what it used to run. So one of the biggest problems you'll get with that immigration website is you need to click, the page won't refresh. So you fill in all the pages and all the boxes and it won't refresh. So you've got to hit the refresh button. Don't close the window, because then you've got to go to the whole, depends on what page it fucks up on. Just if it doesn't go past the next page when you go to the next page, just hit the refresh button, refill in the boxes, and then it should work. It's just one of these things that, depending on how fast you're on the thing, there are certain key timeouts in web technology that, if there's no. And if you
add it to your favourite or your details or something like that?
No, it's to do with how fast you do the process in the website, right? So basically,
so if you log on, Warren, it hasn't saved your details or something like that.
Well, it asks who you are. You got to put in. You got to have an.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it asks you. You got to say something. Yes, I approve of something. Then the first box is putting your name and address and all that sort of stuff in. So. But the first page sometimes doesn't even bring that dialogue where you've actually got to scroll to the bottom, right, and click a button on that dialogue box to get to the next page. So that traps a few people, because you've got to sit there and hit that page refresh a few times. And I've had it, in the couple of times I've used it, I've had to, I think I'm into page 3, and it wouldn't go to the next page. I had to refresh that page rather than go back and start from the beginning. But I said I will make sure I do that screen capture and take you through that and teach everybody how to do that. That should be a good video, one of those evergreens. But anyway,
When I'm over there, Barry Crunch, when I do go back to Thailand full time, yeah, well, we put my pension number back in there, yes.
A pension number.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't know.
Just looking at the time. So, I don't know. We really went off the subject of 7-Eleven today, but, you know.
Isn't it, Tony?
But it's
We'll
a good,
talk about
it's a good
Wow.
starting point.
Warren, I have a question.
Yeah.
I watch your YouTube stream right now, live on YouTube, and Discord is at least 10 seconds ahead. Is that supposed to be like that?
Yeah, so I'm capturing what you talk live in the stream. So the stream itself is 10 seconds behind. When you're streaming, and if you do sort of start to bring the Discord voice into your streams, that's something you need to remember. So make sure that they don't have the game volume on. If they can be sort of, if they're watching the game, they won't see what you do until 10 seconds later. So it's a bit of a quandary. But there is a way, and what I do is when I'm streaming games, I'm not only doing streaming into with Streamlabs into the platform, I also stream into Discord, which is live. So what I could do right now, but you won't see me, I'm not playing a game, so I can't do it and I can't show you. You don't see me on screen here, and I can't capture my camera, or I can't capture a second camera to give you like a one-to-one voice chat. With the mouth thing, I could quite easily set up a second camera. I just don't do it. It's just, I don't see the point for 2 or 3 people. People here are happy just to chat, and it's just like a chat program. But everybody watching is 10 seconds behind, and if you're watching the stream, it's 10 seconds behind. But if we were doing a game, I feed it to the game platform. Which is the live broadcast for everybody else, but then I also feed it back into Discord, which gives you live to see what I'm doing if you're following there. So, what was that?
Which one do we watch?
Well, no, I'm not feeding the stream into Discord, so I'm only feeding voice into Discord today.
We have to watch YouTube, yeah, 10 seconds behind.
Well, you don't need to watch. All you need to do is watch the chat box. I know
what you mean. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Just pop the chat box out and close everything else. Because that's it. It's a chat program, you know. I'm not displaying anything on screen. We're just talking about. This is just a chit chat, you know.
You reckon it works all right then, do you?
Birdie Crunch, that's a new name. G'day, Birdie Crunch. You'd ask Stephen to put his pension ID number in. The form has a box for SXZ, and Stephen wrote only when okay, whatever.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. I don't follow. Maybe I don't understand the acronym there. But anyway, but yeah. So this is just a voice chat, and you're coming in, and everybody else listening to the commentary. Right. What you need to be doing is looking at the live stream chat box. That's all that counts today.
Okay, because I was quite confused because I thought like, huh?
Yeah, I know.
I had the sound on YouTube and then had you on Discord, and I was like, what the heck? You know?
Yeah, it can be. This is the thing. It's just a little bit of there's a little bit of setting up to do. As Stephen says, you know, there is. Discord is like Facebook and all those other messenger programs on steroids. It can do so much. As I said, I can pop out. If you were all on camera, I could pop out and put that on screen, right? So everybody will see all the voices. But what it means is the fact that it doesn't see me because I've only got the one camera set up. But we could have that sort of setup going. We could have that setup going and all that sort of stuff. The live chat feeds back into the view, so we can see what's going on there. But really, it's just a chit chat, you know, and that's what we do. That's always been the format of the program. It's really basically those regular subscribers and viewers that are always commenting on the YouTube channel, and they're obviously part of my Facebook channel as well. They follow me on Facebook. You know, I've got to know everybody, and it's just like it's a chance where everybody can just drop in, chat, and just have a good time. And quite frankly, it's amazing that, you know, like all these other vloggers that in Thailand and the bloody troll and hate that they get, we hardly ever see it. Because we don't talk about other vloggers here. You know, we might have Sunny on here, and when and I said Psycho's a vlogger. We're not talking about vlogging. We're talking these are just my mates. You know, and I think that's one thing that seems to be the thing I've always tried to promote here in the Thailand is the fact that we're all human, and we're all foreigners coming to a brand new country, and we all try to sort of get a foothold, and the best way to get a foothold is have friends, right? I don't know how many people have got enemies over here. It's just, some of these channels you think, is that all you do? You have
some
enemies?
of these vloggers have got, they're superhuman heroes,
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. But anyway,
Yeah.
so we just try not to talk about them, and that's the way we've always sort of gone. And I guess Banana King, he's a vlogger, and then Johnny Siam, he vlogs. Bangkok 46, he vlogs, if you want to see their channel, just go and check their channels out. But it's not about that. It's about friends coming together to have a conversation, and we're going to be more topic-driven in the coming weeks. It's a bit of a shame Stephen Monash didn't drop in, because it was his idea. He came up with the 7-Eleven. But
Upset him again.
well, maybe I did upset him. No, Stephen's problem is he's got an old computer and he can't get the Discord desktop app installed. There's some glitch on his computer. It will not install the app. And I've tried to do a remote desktop session, but the internet is completely screwed. I just can't get the full access, and the only desktop screen sharing we can do was on a web page, and that's where I got to fix. I got to fix what's going on in the browser, and I can't do that if the browser's holding the desktop sharing program. So I need him to run TeamViewer. Unfortunately, he's got TeamViewer on it, and it's bloody 20 versions old, and I've got the latest version of TeamViewer. I can't roll my TeamViewer back to his version to get access to his computer.
Why has he got an old version of it?
It just won't update, or it won't update, or he can't update it.
How old is his computer?
About 5 or 6 years old. I've also mentioned he needs to get a new computer and all that sort of stuff. Or just grab any 15-year-old on the street who's riding a skateboard and tell them to come and give him $5 to fix his computer.
Yeah.
He teaches computer at school, don't you?
Hey?
Teaches computers at school.
Yeah, he does. He teaches people less skilled at computers than him, yes. No, it is comedy. Look, Stephen's a great mate, so...
he popped up very recently in my streams as well.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah. Sean Marks came up with this food mall. And we're talking about, we are supposed to be talking about 7-Eleven and living in 7-Eleven. You can get hamburgers, they're all microwave fresh food, but you can get pretty much anything off the shelf in 7-Eleven. But the food malls, let's talk about food malls. I think most foreigners don't really know the advantages of a food mall. 50 baht, you get a 100 baht card, and you can go around and get a meal and a dessert, or a meal and a drink, and for less than 100 baht, and you can sit down and eat it. They're a great boon.
So the only problem I have with that method is those cards, they expire in like 2 months.
Yeah, so you got to cash them in when you leave.
So you have to
cash them in. Well, you have to cash them in, whereas usually at the other end of the store.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, like, terminal. I always forget about it because I don't want to stand in the line again to get my card cashed out. So I'll always take them on through my entire trip, because I'm like, okay, I'll spend the entire trip, not cash it out, and then I'll show up at the airport and I'm already in the international area. I'm like, crap, and then I just hand it to the nearest Thai looking person I see.
Yeah.
That
happens, but well, when you're out west, you just go. There's never a queue on the food malls out here. That might be in the middle of the city. You might get queues on the food halls, but out here,
Terminal 21.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got a queue a mile long in Terminal 21. But out here, if it's one person in front of you, that's a queue. But yeah, so you get your 200 baht with your cards, go and eat your meal on your way out. Just hand them back in again. They'll just give you the change. The whole idea of the food cards is because Stephen, he's finally joined us. Really? Okay, let's drag him into on air. There you go, Stephen. You're late. Have you got a late note? Stephen, Oh, he's still trying to work out how to make his sound work. Okay. Yeah, but
Hello.
there he is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, how you go, mate? Mate, they were backstabbing you when I was sticking to you, mate.
Yeah, that's why you had your ears were burning, weren't they?
Yeah, Warren was sticking the knives in, mate. I was backing you up.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Steve
I
was back.
was on the front lawn and I heard my ears started to burn. Yeah.
Bloody
Yeah, that's
hor-
it.
that's so horrible things, mate. They reckon that you're a school teacher and you teach computers. I said it's a lie.
I did teach computers actually. I taught 2 computer lessons.
I know you do.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah,
It's still there trying to turn them on though. But
yeah, so Stephen say like we got Blues Inc. here today. We got Sonny, Somnia Gamer here, and we got Psycho, and of course Thailand Unplugged. So that's if you want to know who was. If you haven't actually seen on the menu who's there, that's who's there. Say hello. Say hello to everybody.
On the what?
On the menu on the side there, who's actually in the live chat today. You can say hello. That's all right. Anyway,
Hello.
There's a very nice comment that says like Steve has still a Commodore 64.
lucky Luke, you're probably not far wrong. Given I did manage.
I've got a 98 Mitsubishi.
No, we're talking about your computer, Commodore 64 computer.
I'm 54 years old, mate.
Yeah, I got an IBM.
Oh, if you're teaching computers.
Mine's an IBM.
IBM what? My IBM
computer.
IBM XT 286 386.
Got a green screen, and you know the ones with the,
Oh, yeah,
the green screen, the green light.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. So he's got a 1987 model Windows. He's got a DOS running IBM DOS 3.2 or 3.3.
Hey, that's probably pretty valuable now.
Yeah, it's probably worth more than his house.
And I've got oh, here we go. Yeah, actually, my house is fucking built in 1985.
Yeah, come with the house, did it?
I was built in 1962.
There you go. So there.
Yeah,
Still
there's
not as
nothing
old as
wrong.
Warren though.
There's nothing wrong with the Commodore 64. It was a great machine back then.
LMA Pika.
How old are you?
Who?
How old are you?
You can't do math.
58.
I mean, how long have you been 58 for?
58 years.
No.
So LMA's come up and said nothing wrong with Commodore 64 and 3.1 rules. Well, actually, 3.1 had really no bugs in it. It was actually quite an effective operating. It actually was running on DOS. It actually did run quite well, and they didn't like. You could fit Windows on a freaking on 6 floppy disks, to install it at least anyway.
Well, I bought myself a new watch, a new Citizen watch.
Yeah. The Amstrad, I remember the Amstrad, Chris. Yeah,
was-
the Amstrad. See
It was
the
normally $2.49. She gave it to me for $100.
look. And somebody tell me how many likes we got on the program today. I haven't checked the likes today. How many likes we got going?
A little cuddle with that, did you?
I think actually it wasn't $249. It was the previous price. I think it was $2.49 because it's not fucking working that well.
Well, we got 40. Look, no, hit that like button, guys. You slackers. Jeez, how many times do I have to tell?
Oh, I did.
43
I don't know like
people.
button on mine. I don't have a like button on mine, Warren.
That's because you're not logged in properly. You got
Yeah,
that
I'll leave
issue.
it for you, Warren.
Yeah.
27.
Betty Crunch, the fellow I bought this £800 laptop off, was telling me it had RAM and memory and this and that, and I said, does it play blues? Yes, okay, I'll have it. Blues, as in blues music? Does it play blues music? Or
As in
blues,
Bluetooth. As in Bluetooth.
or does it play blues for the soccer team? So we have the colour blue. Sydney, the New South Wales, right, and Queensland, our rugby match, the state of origin. New South Wales are the Blues. Okay, so I don't know if you mean the Blues football or Blues music. Blueies. Does it play blue movies? Right. Now I'm on the same page. God shows our age. Who doesn't know what a blue...
Bluetooth the same as is Bluetooth the same as blue cheese or?
Oh, no, is Bluetooth the same as blue movies?
No.
Remember they used to call them blue movies?
Well, don't they?
Well, they used to call. I don't know if they call them anymore. They call it porn now.
I don't know what they were talking It's
but
disgusting. I was watching it the other day, and you've got to pay up for that password, Steve. They cut me off halfway through it. She went out.
Dude asked the kid what a floppy disk was and was watching the reaction. Yeah, you got to look at some of these millennials. Look at these floppy disk stuff. They've got no
I
idea.
thought you said Sonny's on here. Where's Sonny?
He's there. He's Insomnia Gamer. Say hello, Sonny.
Hi, hello.
Oh, you're playing the game, are you, Sonny?
No, he's playing. He's just in the chat. I don't know. He's probably trying to get some work done.
Yeah, he's a busy man.
Yeah, it's probably going to get some.
Just beside listening to you guys, I'm working here on something.
Yeah, probably getting his next game live stream running.
Can you swear in German for me, Sonny?
Was willst du her? So ein Scheißdreck hier.
Like, du Groschen, Switchig Arschloch. Stunny probably knows what I said then.
You can't speak German, Warren.
Du Groschen, Switchig Arschloch.
Are you leaving me alone, you backstabber?
Can't speak German, Warren.
Du Groschen, Switchig Arschloch. It's about all I can remember now.
It is. That's German, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can say bitte schön.
Bitteschön.
You know, bitte schön.
Anyway, we're not doing German lessons. Come, stop taking. Look, everybody's taking me off subject today. Okay, we're supposed to be talking about 7-Eleven.
Speak some Thai, Warren. Speak some Thai.
You're on.
Potai mai dai. Potai mai dai.
I mean,
Potai mai dai.
Your Thai's actually your Thai's getting better. But you say it like you've been timed or something. You don't have to say it really fast. You just say it slowly.
No,
slow
not-
down a bit, Warren. Say it slowly because you're
Yeah.
saying it fast in case you get it wrong.
Say it really slow. Say Sabadi Rukrap Wani.
Hong Nam Yo Tianai Club.
Yes, good, very good. Where's the toilet?
You
Very
know,
good.
Gotta know,
Very
gotta know
good.
the basics. We're not doing Thai lessons. We'll do. Look, what do we
You've
want
been
to?
doing it on the side, you sneaky bastard. You've been doing lessons.
What are we going to talk about next week? So before we've got 20 minutes left. So what are we going to talk about next week? What's the subject for next week?
Shit, his Thai's improved. I'm depressed.
We talk about. Go on. Live stream suggestions for next week. What are we going to talk about next week?
Next week, you're
Well,
going to
you
talk
finished
about
this week.
a farang could a farang live without Tesco Lotus? Maybe. That would be great.
Tesco Land. Well, that was the whole idea of this discussion, was talking about
Could a
the.
Falang live without the
conven-
BTS?
It was really a slant on the convenience store thing about Thailand and what you can do, right? The convenience of the 7-Eleven. What does it do, right? I pay my electricity bill there. You can top up your phone. You can
Everything.
basically pay all your bills. Your
can weigh
water
yourself.
bills. You can. This picture here, if you can see it there.
That's the pharmacy next door.
Yeah, so it's go small. Just on there, that little thing here on the box, that's a weighing machine. I think is that two weighing machines. Now one's a
box? Which
one's a
box,
phone.
Warren?
No, that's a true top up. That gives you a true top up card. You can weigh yourself, and I'm not quite sure what that one there. It's another phone
What,
top
the
up.
little red box?
That's
little
like
red
a
box.
money.
That's
Hey?
what you stick your something in.
But they always have these little machines at the
yeah.
front, right? It's just like it's a 7-Eleven, mandate. You must have a weighing machine. You got to weigh yourself before you go in, and then you weigh yourself on the way out. And any discrepancy between the body weight when you went in and the body weight when you leave will be surgically removed by the guy down the street. Okay.
And to weigh yourself is 1 baht, right?
I think is it 1 baht or 2 baht? I've never weighed. I've got to say, I've got scales. You don't have to go down the 7-Elevens.
You have to go and sample of food before you buy it. Shit.
Yeah, you can get your M stamps. What else you got? You get
Last time I
magazines.
saw on one of those, it said one person at a time, please.
Yeah, you can get. They have there's these special deal cards that you get. Now it's all registered to your phone, so you just say, can I put on my member, please? So I just type in Chanya's phone number whenever I buy something from there and puts
Can I
in the
put on
member.
my member? That's disgusting.
I just say member club, and they just press the button on the cash register, and then you put the phone number in. And what else you got? They basically got cosmetics. They got all the essential living environment,
Yeah, you couldn't live without it. You couldn't live without it. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, but they are, and I guess that the Tesco does a little bit differently. Big C
You
does
buy
a little bit
mobile
different.
phones there, cameras.
Yeah, you buy your sneaker cig if you still smoke. Like, so that's why Sonny knows where they all are, because he has to buy cigarettes. You know.
Well, how many times a week would you go to 7-Eleven, you guys? How many times? Be
Probably
honest.
two or three times a week.
How many would you go, Sonny?
Actually, I don't go very often to 7-Eleven, to be honest. I maybe like 1-2 times a week, max.
That's still a lot, though, isn't it? Like to go to a store.
Well,
At
it's
least-
just very convenient because when I need to buy my cigarettes, it's just around the corner, you know.
Yeah,
So
cigarettes.
therefore, yeah.
Yeah, I know the one that you stop at. Yeah,
Yep.
it's sunken down, isn't it? Just off the side of the street. It's sort of sunken down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've actually seen Sonny's house, haven't you? Or
Yeah,
you've been-
I haven't been to his house.
Yeah,
I've been to
yeah.
his.
his restaurant. Yeah.
I looked for his house, but I couldn't find it.
You're gonna do the holes.
I went for a
door.
huge walk. I tried to find Rob's house too, but I couldn't find it. I ended up in the jungle somewhere at a waterfall.
We're pretty much hidden.
Very good story.
They are. You can't find them. They're just. These huge driveways they have there in Kamala.
Warren
You know,
Thierat.
it's like Mount Everest.
Warren Thierat. I still remember
People
hearing.
think that Kamala is very small, but actually Kamala is pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. The further I got back, the further I thought I was going to be taken hostage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warren Thierat is saying he still remembers hearing speedy 7-Eleven Slurpee adverts on the radio. Well, they still do what we can get. They do what they call Slurpees, but again, this is where 7-Eleven actually have a real competition because there's a girl that's got a little kiosk, 30 yards down or 50 yards down the road from our 7-Eleven. So I go to her kiosk because I've got a little member card, and every 10 Slurpees I get one free. See, they don't do that in 7-Eleven.
They've got you. They saw you coming, Warren. They saw.
Warren.
I cannot live without my Emroy bun.
Egg Warren.
Emroy bun. That's the Emroy Slurpee. Mate, they are they are to die for.
It's an icy drink, isn't it? Icy.
It's crushed ice with Emroy.
Warren, do you want me to get you some XXX large pants or anything like that?
Get away. Don't have
Stephen,
problem.
how often did you go to 7-Eleven, Stephen? Was it only when it was your shout or what?
Two or three times a week. I really wasn't into 7-Eleven. Because there's all the snack bars around and stuff like that. What would you call them? The food stalls and stuff like that. There was a lot around
Tell
my
the
area.
story. Tell the story when you went to 7-Eleven. You bought beers for the boys. Tell the story. What led to that? What happened?
He's talking about. He keeps raving on about that. I just say yes, Warren. No, Warren. Yes, Warren.
It was his shout. We just walked out. We just come in at Gulliver's.
Give a bit of better background.
Yeah, right. I bought a couple of beers. There happened to be a seat there, and there was a guy selling. What was he selling?
He was selling kebabs.
Yeah, we got a kebab.
Oh, you got kebabs as well.
Another beer before we go. He said, "No, I'm not your cheapskate." And he started spewing off about stuff, and I was left there by myself. And
So we'd all just paid 180 baht in at Gulliver's for beer.
Well, stupid. All right, no worries. I went. No worries. 7-Eleven's to go.
That's it.
But Stephen did the barfly course. He did the whole full certificate.
He did the advanced certificate.
He did the advanced certificate and beat a barfly.
Yeah.
It was quite funny.
That was a good night out, that.
It was a great night out, yeah.
But first of all, the rest of them couldn't find Stephen at 7-Eleven. Then he opened his wallet and all these moths came out when they saw him.
Sullivan. What was there? Yeah.
What are we going to talk about next week, guys? Come on, give us a topic for next week.
How about shit?
Not you. I'm talking to the guys. We've still got 44 people watching. Come on, can't somebody think of a subject for next week? Come on.
Well, I thought it was 11 o'clock. I still haven't spoken about 7-Eleven yet.
Well, we're waiting for you. House prices. Lucky Luke says house prices, housing prices. We could.
Phones or, the phone system. What to get and. If you're going to live there, what sort of cable TV you get and internet connections and
When I first went there, I got DTAC. That was the very first one I had.
Heck, no.
So what do you think?
What's the best one?
What best phone companies?
I had one of those original Motorola phones with the aerial, and I showed Sonny, and Sonny said, "No, it's a fake."
Did I don't recall.
I was really proud. I was waiting for the moment to bring it out, show everybody, and say, just see if they noticed I had this old Motorola phone. And eventually, I got their attention, and they said, "What's that?" And I said, "Well, that's a Motorola phone. I bought it in Thailand years ago. It's the original one. I thought they were all going to mute it." First thing Sonny said, "It's fake."
Cody's got one there. Are people still watching cable TV? We're talking the sort of the true online TV or cable TV. We've still got what they call a cable TV service here downstairs. It's
AIS is supposed to be the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
AIS.
I had AIS when I travelled all over Thailand when I was doing all my shit, and never had a problem communicating, like picking up signals or anything, ever.
Does it work in 7-Eleven, Stephen?
Sorry? No, it didn't work in 7-Eleven. Yeah.
I was just thinking in case you wanted to order your beers in advance.
Oh, no, I didn't have to, mate. They hadn't plenty there.
Right. They hadn't
talk about buying houses or condos. Yeah, I think the Bangkok 46, I think that's actually not a bad topic. I mean, let's copy that one. I'll stop
Bangkok
making this.
46.
Let me just put that. So there we go. So that might make a good subject. Talk about buying.
Who is Bangkok 112? Who is Bangkok 112?
But it's another vlogger. We don't talk about other vloggers here.
We don't know who he is.
Good point.
Never seen him. How has he managed to stay anonymous all this time?
Because he's very very crafty.
Why haven't one of you clowns spotted him?
Anyway.
For all we know, it's like they're still doing visiting. How did the video stop when Stephen went back to Australia? Oh, there we go. There we go.
112 is, I still think Bangkok 112 is sunny.
Well, I'm in the wrong place. I live in Phuket. He's in Bangkok.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, look, I think we've got a subject. Well, we'll talk about. We've got two subjects. We've got phone services. We can talk about phone stuff. We might split it up into thing, but I think housing.
Television, Thailand, English TV services and stuff like that. What about a bit of that? Chuck a bit of that in there.
Well, I can't really because I don't have one, and I really can't talk about it because I'm not educated in that area because I haven't used free-to-air TV. I haven't used free-to-air TV or commercial TV or pay TV for over 15 years.
For example,
here the television I bought in 1980.
And unfortunately, I can't tell you what I do because it's quite. I can't tell you how I do it. It's just one of those things. I just do not pay for TV.
What about sex? Do you pay for sex?
I do not pay for sex.
Well, that's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Do you pay for sex?
Do you need to pay for sex in Thailand, or can you get it for free?
That's you an ugly bastard. It ticks all the boxes.
I think I'm going to steer clear of that.
You're talking about one of the reasons why you can't get a free one, Steve.
I think I'm going to steer clear of the whole nightlife scene topics. Thank you very much.
I tell you what, Thai women don't like me. I can't get a route there at all.
Have a look in the mirror.
Well, you're not paying enough.
I'm the only person who's ever visited Thailand and couldn't get a route.
Oh yeah, have a look at the mirror.
I came with nothing and I left with nothing.
Yeah.
Get it? I came with nothing. Okay.
Yeah. We got the basic
I'll
idea.
work on that.
Oh, so we got.
Sometimes I've got to explain my jokes.
I know.
So again, we've peaked out at 46 viewers today. We've had a
pretty good.
We've actually been sort of holding sort of mid, low 40s for the whole stream.
47, yeah.
So when I'm not there,
48 concurrent viewers. There we go.
You get more viewers when I'm not there.
Well, the more people are coming in. So
You mentioned sex.
No, so as soon as we mention sex and we get more.
Stephen so I can delete him? Where's Stephen so I can delete him? Has he got a spanner?
Yes, he has. Yes, you got a spanner.
Might try and delete him.
Yeah.
Might try and delete him.
Nasty. I've got a spanner on both of them.
I have the Betty Crunch. I got a mortgage in Thailand to have a meal at Sonny's restaurant.
Oh, gee,
That's a bit low.
Don't
Come
go
on,
there.
don't go there.
Don't go
We'll
there.
send the boys
I'm
around.
trying to keep. Yeah.
We'll send the boys around. That's it. House locations, house locations versus convenience, and how prices vary due to various factors. And yeah, I think we'll go down the whole housing sort of genre topic. Talk about housing prices, because we've been doing a lot of videos about that, and we've done the different the styles we've been looking at. But I've actually done this offline with Stephen, and we've actually brought up a couple of housing websites and having a look at the actual prices and what you get.
Actually, the housing market's fallen through the arse. But I'm getting feedback from Thailand, Warren. Had a 3-4 million baht condo. I don't know, it was a pretty big one actually in Sukhumvit Road. He wants 1.5 million now.
Yeah. Basically, the Chinese.
That's pretty cheap, actually, isn't it? 1.5 million. It's only about 30 grand or something.
How many square meters was it?
Oh, there's a couple of bedrooms and everything. Actually, it was where's that sexy? What's it called? We went there one night, Warren. What was it? Hooters. What's that? Down there.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere. Sorry, I can't make a direct association to it. By the way, Warren, when you buy a house, is the whole family moving? Or no, it'll be me, Chanya, and mother. One of the things that I keep on sort of saying over and over again.
Don't forget the brother-in-law.
Yeah.
When I first started coming to Thailand, Chanya was living in one of these apartments, these 25 square meter apartments with 3 other ladyboys, and there was 4 beds on one wall. There was 50 pairs of shoes at the door, and there was a bathroom, which was shower, bathroom, everything, and you could not see the sink for makeup. And when I first saw this is I think the 3rd visit or the fourth time I came here, 4th visit seeing her. I said, I'm sorry, my girl can't live like that. I said, go and find yourself a rental house, because it's quite frankly, if it's only 5,000 baht a month to rent a house, right, it's cheaper for me to rent the house and you take care of it than it is for me to stay in a hotel. And that was how it started. So she found a place and she moved into a house. That was 2010. So late 2010 she moved into the house. And then the 2011 floods came along that November, and mother's actually got a rental across the street. And I said to her, why is mother living there, in another house, paying another 5,000 baht a month, when you could both be staying in the one house? Right, there's a spare room here. Why doesn't mother live with you? And she said, I didn't.
Why do you call her mother? Why did you call her mummy or something?
Mother, because it's a bit more international.
Formal. Very formal.
Well, it is. It's a matter. It's an identification of respect, and I'm just used to using it. That's all. But I said, she can live with us. She says, I didn't think you would.
Don't worry about him. He's just trying to put you off the conversation.
Yeah, she said, I didn't think you would like mother living here. And
people who don't know mum.
Yeah. She didn't. She just felt that I would feel it would be wrong. And I said, no, by all means. I tell you what, we'll make this deal. Mother, whenever mother's, because she was still backwards and forwards between Sukhumvit. Anytime mother is in Bangkok, she can stay with us, right, forever, right? Because I love you.
I think I've got a crush on mother. If I actually end up with her, can I move in or what?
Turn your camera on now.
Turn your camera on now. Yeah, so that was been the deal. So I've always said, so mother can stay with us.
Holes in my shirts.
Mother and father are her mother and father are divorced or separated or something. Although they still have, it's still family. That is no longer live together. Mother will never have father in the house again, but father still comes around and eats from the communal table. It's just the way.
He's not silly. He's not silly.
Not every day, but at least
He just turns up at meal times.
He just turns out. So does Bean. So does Ben. Mother still cooks, but mother's a great cook. Chanya is the cutest girl in the world, but apart from deep fried chicken, that's about the length of her cooking skills. I'm sorry. she cannot.
She'll bring back takeaway for you.
That's where I come in handy. Warren used to work in a restaurant in Thailand.
Sorry, she cannot cook. Oh, she can cook, but she's not really been taught the fine arts of making kind of pal musabu or something like that. Or what else do I like to eat? Gai pat bet McMorn.
Should get Sonny to
she
give
doesn't know how to. One of my favourite dishes. She doesn't know how to cook that. So that's why I order out and order in and order. Now, Mother could cook, but I never insist Mother has to make meals. She's cooking every day for her friends and for the other girls that work in a little sewing bee. But
did you tell her you're her friend as well?
No, I just never impose. It's
listen, Stephen's typed me all this shit to say to you, right?
No, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I haven't said anything.
It's more about it's a matter of respect. She stays in my house. She does my washing. I never ask her to do the washing. She just does the washing, right? She keeps the house clean. She's a live-in housekeeper.
He doesn't ask you. He just throws his washing at her.
But quite frankly, I said I'd make my own breakfast. Usually Vegemite sandwiches or something like that.
I make my own breakfast, Vegemite sandwiches.
Or something like that. But I never insist that she makes meals. I just think that's.
You're not much of a cook either. It sounds right.
Can't give me shit. You guys give me shit.
Vegemite sandwiches. How long did it take you?
That's it. It's 2 hours. Well, let's close the stream now. You're giving me shit. I'm missing what people. So they've got crazy enough. G'day, crazy enough. How you doing? Cov guy. G'day.
Spoil you. So have you eaten yet? And you say, no, actually, I'm quite hungry. Well, he brings you out Vegemite sandwiches. Fuck me.
What else we get? So Bangkok 46. I'm sure most of us want to see a video of you cooking as well. Well, when we get the house, I will do some cooking. Okay? Because I am.
What? I haven't watched your latest video. Are you doing the thing? You're going to go through it or what?
Well, it's up to some. I can't get involved. They do not recognise me.
Your last video? I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. They do not recognise me in any way, shape or form about being involved in the mortgage. She has to qualify for the mortgage. That's the end of the story. She has to do it on her own bet and through whatever methods Thais use to get fucking mortgages.
So you're going to be paying rent then, are you? You're bored.
I've told her, whatever you do, right, your budget is your budget, but I will give you 20,000 baht a month. That's how much I am going to give you to cover the mortgage. Now, if you put 20,000 baht a month, which means our mortgage be 40,000 baht a month, I wouldn't advise that. If you put 5,000 baht a month into the mortgage, then we've got a budget of 25,000. But my limit is 20,000 baht a month. That's it. Right?
She's living rent free anyway in Warren's head.
Yeah, so she understands. She understands the rules. We are very much rule given. There's no give and take. There's none of this bullshit fucking sack cows or anything else. This is all fucking done 10 years ago.
What area are you thinking of going to, Warren?
Hey?
What area are you thinking of going to?
Well, the last video gives you just about 25 minutes away.
Have you?
It's between. It's actually almost halfway between Puttamonton and Wat Don Wai. There's a housing estate there in the. Oh my God!
You're going to Bangkok.
Hey? Well, it'll be Nakhon Pantom. We're looking at Nakhon Pantom so I can get out of Bangkok immigration.
Okay.
Is there a 7-Eleven there?
There's a 7-Eleven. I'm going to have to actually ride my motorcycle to 7-Eleven because it's a good 500. It's going to be. It's good It's a half a kilometre away.
Oh shit! You don't do it.
That's it. It's half a kilometre away.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll survive that.
But guess what? There's no traffic. There's absolutely zero traffic
before you get there? No, I'll probably pop up. So I'll probably start popping up.
Come to Bangkok Expo. Trust me, it's a place to be, bro. I said, Bangkok Home Expo. I think my first video I did in my whole video series, I think video 000 was a trip to one of those sort of things. I can't remember. but we did a home. Down at Impact, the Impact Stadium. There was a home expo thing going on, and all the mod cons you can get with that shit and all that. But yeah, it was a fun little video. It's all now hidden. You can only get to it from my website, so don't go looking for it unless, of course, you go and put in Expo as a search criteria on my website, and then you'll find it's probably the first Expo video.
You need another motor show too, like a motorbike show or car show.
Well, that's it. All these shows have been put on hold because of the whole social distancing thing. So,
plenty of hotties at those, isn't there?
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even look at the cars, man. I was filming all the hotties.
Yeah, that's what.
the last one I did was with Robert Asia, Robert Mack in Asia. He was with me on that last one we did. That was quite a lot of fun. Watching Robert bending down to get underneath the hatches on all these freaking, hatchbacks and things like that, because the guy's 6'9" or something. It was crazy.
You looked like his son next to him.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Do you have a heated towel rail? No, Betty. Bertie Crunch. No, Betty Crunch. Bertie Crunch. I do not have a heated towel rail. We don't even have heated water in our place, and I don't think I really want to put one in the new place.
He used to bend down to talk to Warren, then Warren would give him a kiss.
I really don't feel a need for hot water. I really don't.
Robert, 7 foot tall.
It's a bit cold in winter, Warren.
In Thailand, what, 23 degrees as opposed to 25 degrees Celsius?
Pipes running around.
I can
The
deal
one
with
all your nipples are hard. Shit.
That's right. It's actually if you've done any esoteric studies, you'd actually know cold water is actually much more better for you.
Any what studies? What are they called?
Any esoteric studies.
I know I never had it hot, Warren, but a little bit warm, off the, Ooh, shit.
Yeah, I think anything.
Steve, have you done any esoteric studies or not?
I'll just look that up. Be back with you shortly.
But yeah, so cold water is actually better to shower under.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's cheaper too.
No, and cheaper too. That's right.
That's the point. I had hot water, Warren.
Lucky Luke. Yes, there. In this, I didn't really show that very well because I hadn't actually finished the staircase. But there will be under the stair position there for our resident mage.
I've been kicked out. Thank you,
Stephen Harry Potter Monash.
You said when I come back to Thailand, I could stay with you for a little while. You promised.
Well, if Stephen's not using the under the stair room, then we'll definitely put you under the stairs as well.
I've got free rent at Mayor Groves as well.
I won't put you under the stairs if he's staying here because that'll just, what will people say? Two magicians in the same house. Can't have that.
Two fat people under the stairs. They can't have that.
Where's everyone got body?
Stephen's ass in the door.
Yeah, get out of it.
How do I dry my towels? We dry our towels over the railing. Seriously, Bertie, anything like you just got to hold something up in the air for 5 minutes in Thailand and it's dry. Doesn't matter where you hold it up in the air. Right? I've ridden.
Just wear it on your head.
I've come that last ride video we did with Goy. We were in the rain. By the time we'd finished lunch, we were bone dry. Right, and that was like 20-30 minutes after it stopped raining. We were bone dry, and I was wearing jeans, and that wasn't being air dry. That was just the drying just natural drying that you get here in Thailand.
They cut away arse or something.
Wouldn't smell very nice.
I know. You wouldn't want to be riding behind Warren.
Yeah, get away. I'm going to close this stream up now. Really, guys, you guys are picking on me today.
Hey.
Yeah, Bango 46. Can't wait to see you set up a gaming room or studio.
He's typing me shit to say.
Is that what he's doing? So he's got you.
It's a two-pronged attack.
Yeah. So Bango 46 there. Look, all that'll come. As I said, it's just I never planned on buying in Thailand. That was never part of my plan.
Why don't you go to Kamala and visit Sunny? What's your problem?
because he's bloody like he's you know like in the car to get there by
51
car.
people watching now, Warren.
That's a good.
You're a bit-
51,
yeah.
51,
That'd
maybe
be-
52. We got more viewers.
Could be-
Yeah,
Go on, mate. Keep streaming, buddy.
come on, keep streaming. He says keep streaming. Yeah, we're all
And he
everybody's,
could- he could-
everybody's
he
picking
could
on
teach you
me.
to cook.
So somebody's
Somebody
gone onto their Facebook and said, check this stream out. They're picking on Warren. That's what they're doing.
I'm not picking on you. I'm just doing what I'm told.
Well, you're the only one on the screen. That's what.
Hey, who else has? Anybody else shared the stream anyway to their friends? Go and share the stream. I keep on forgetting to mention that. Go and share the stream on Facebook. And get more people into the throng.
I have. I've shared it with all the trolls.
You share it with all the trolls. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so yeah, the viewers are loving it. Exactly right. But yeah, getting both. So we're talking about the house. We'll talk about the house next week more because it's more housing related. So we'll talk about housing next week.
Might as
And
well
that
talk
sort of
about
stuff.
it this week. I haven't got a
No,
life.
I've got nothing to do with you, Steve. Let's talk about it now.
Yeah, talk about it now. Get it off
we
your
will
chest.
talk about it
Get
next
off
week.
your chest.
It'll be the main topic for
51,
next
look.
week. So
I just said we were talking about the house. It went up to 51.
52 now.
One.
So-
Let's experiment here. Sex. Look, I said
Gone up
sex.
since
It went
I've come on.
52. It went to 52 when I said sex.
53. There we go. Get 53 meters. It's climbing.
That's what she said to me. It's climbing.
Don't go there. Don't go
All
there. The viewers are loving it. That's right. What else is there to talk about? But yeah, so what was I said? You living under the stairs. You take me right off subject. Anyway, look.
Sex backwards.
So next week we'll talk about housing, and then of course the topic will just drift off into 7-Eleven land or something like that. I'm sure.
Stay with me, mate. I'll be just up the
So
road.
how'd it
from
go
one.
today? How'd it go today with 7-Eleven? Did people find that interesting?
Well,
or
we're
not?
waiting for you. Like you took an hour and a half to get here, so like I had to run this. We did talk about it.
I wasn't game to come on. That's a shit topic.
because you thought of it.
I thought of it, but I was thinking to myself later, what the F would you be talking about that for?
We're just talking
must have
about,
been
we're just talking about everything to do with 7-Eleven. The CP and, the group and the different, the mum and pop stores and how you can, if 7-Eleven won't sell you alcohol, just go to a mum and pop store with alcohol.
So it went all right?
We're still talking about it. But yeah, you're just now picking on me.
I remember when I walked through the jungles of.
And there, so crazy enough.
Some
Like I
boy
just
could
noticed
come
there,
out and feed
missed out. Hey, crazy enough. Vegemite is the only meal to have in the morning. That's right, Vegemite and cheese on toast. That's it.
Oh, go away. I don't put cheese with Vegemite. That's disgusting.
That is what that is.
And
That is.
carrot.
It's
And put
vitamin
carrot with it
B.
as
It's got all omega 3s, omega 6s. You put the omega 3, margarine on there. You're pretty good with that. And it's toast. It's got fibre. Right, it makes you regular, especially like Stephen. You're so old. Wonder you're not eating it. It makes you regular.
well. Warren thinks there's goodness in a can of Coke. You'll find something good in it.
Well, I don't drink
Yeah.
Coke. Well, very rarely drink Coke.
Yeah, but you'd find something good in it. I'm sure to say it's healthy. Justify.
Fraser Hall.
Burpees.
Fraser Hall. Thanks, Fraser. Yeah, I like it. It's just like it. Just because we got the two
That's really
Stevens. There's two Stevens, and the Sonny here. So Psycho's obviously gone off to bed. Oggie's gone off to play games. But that's beside the point.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Sonny, say something for Christ's sake.
Yeah, look. So if you like these streams, the things that keep me going is hit that super chat button, right? That keeps the stream going for sure. And not you, Dalo. You're always giving me super chat. Stop doing that. But anybody else, hit me with a super chat. That's all right. We'll keep the stream going.
I've given you stupid
While
chats before.
the money here, that's before, not today. But you're on the panel today. You don't super chat.
I'm admin now. I
When
don't do it
you're on the panel, you don't do super chats.
I used to do them just so other people would follow, but they didn't.
Lewis Carbo just donated $200 to who? Not to me.
I
But
used
yeah,
to put $2 in, then try to get a $3 bid. And then somebody put 3, I'd put 4.
Bids.
That didn't work.
I think the last bid was $2.99, so we have to go to at least $3. So super chat keeps the stream going. How many likes we got already? God, we're going to get the likes up on this thing.
I think people know that you're rich, Warren. That's why they don't super chat enough. They already
You
know
want to
you're
just
bloke.
take it a bit. Do a bit of crying, Warren. Do a bit of crying. Overdo it, though.
Don't overdo it.
Have a GoFundMe so you can get a new 7-Eleven built near your house.
That's what we should do. Yeah. Once I know a farang is living in that estate, I wonder how long it would take before the 7-Eleven is across the road. You know,
Look, guys, we can barely pay our mortgage because look, you know, we're actually funding our own 7-Eleven, and if you could just put in a little bit, that'd work out all right.
Yeah, something like that along those lines. Yeah.
Stephen said he'll put in a $3 on pension day a week on Monday.
Stephen has nowhere to drink. He's come to visit Warren. There's nowhere to drink.
So I don't know who Birdie Crunch is. Birdie Crunch is either a friend of Stephen or somebody serving a dig at Stephen.
See, the other day they said that I was on the pension. I've never said I was on the pension. I don't actually not on the.
I wish I was. I don't qualify for the pension.
Probably wish he was on the pension. Yeah.
Sick of working. It sucks.
He's living in his mum's basement. Come on, guys, don't you know that?
Who?
Like Stephen Clark, you know, Thailand Unplugged. He lives in his mum's basement. You know, he's one of those internet trolls that lives in his mum's basement and sends out all those crazy memes and you know.
I just wanted to send you $10, and it says, unfortunately, this feature isn't yet available in your region. Welcome to Thailand.
Yeah, that's right. Warren. So
Even super sticker. This feature isn't available in your area. What the heck is that?
You can Bitcoin, Sonny.
Bitcoin, yeah, right.
You got a bit left over, haven't you?
I got Bitcoins, yeah.
Yo, how'd you ever? Jesus Christ. Remember you were trying to get me into those?
Oh my God, this is so difficult, man.
How's that going?
I ain't got time for explaining about Bitcoins in my life for the moment, really.
You told me you were going to be a millionaire when I was there with you. Now, what's happened since?
Yeah. So anyway, the other Warren,
already.
I'm sure you are.
The other Warren on the channel, the other Warren currently plugged into the channel, right? He did sort of send $5. So there's that. So there you go, and he's got a big laughy ha thing going as well. Yeah, there you go.
See now, look at them all coming in now, Warren. You're getting bloody.
Yeah.
Oh, Warren. Oh, that's one Warren made up. That's a fake account.
Fake account. Warren's just texted me, asked me to put $5 in.
There we go. So I can't actually see it's got Warren ... It's because he's put the ha. I can't actually see the name.
What you do is you create a fake account and then donate to yourself, and then that gets others going.
Does it? Is that how it works?
Is that possible to do?
Warren's theory. There we go. I had to just make this chat window a bit bigger. Warren's theory. Thanks very much for your super chat there. It's always helpful. There we're going to go and buy myself an MY bun again. There you go.
You and your Frosties.
I love those things. They are just. They got little bits of jelly. It's got little bits of jelly in it. That's the thing. It's got a little bit.
You just like saying the Thai word. You just like saying the Thai word.
And then Thailand Unplugged. He said $5 for Thailand Unplugged as well.
$500 more. You said I couldn't stay at your place. Steve Monac couldn't stay at your place, so it's only $5.
So it looks like I'm going to be in Emroy buns for a week now. There you go. You're going to have the jingle go off. How long does it take for the jingle to go off? He's taken the $5 in his mum's purse. There it is. There's a little. I've got to get some. I've got to talk to Sonny later about find out what theme he's using on his Streamlabs, because I quite like his Streamlabs themes and everything else. Did you actually pay for that Streamlabs theme, Sonny, or what?
No, I create the Streamlabs themes all by myself. Everything you see, I create by myself. Yeah.
That's all right, because you've done a good job of it. It looks quite good.
Well, thank you very much.
I actually thought it was a packaged one. One that you would buy. That's how good it is. Maybe you should probably publish it on Streamlabs as a package and get some extra money. You never know.
Yeah, well, maybe one day. But yeah, if you need something, just let me know. I can create that things for you.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about
cam overlays or whatever you want. Just let me know later, right?
Yeah, I'm just a minimalist. It's all right. I don't. It doesn't improve my ability to talk on a stream. Excuse me, I've got hiccups.
Oh, that's going to affect that.
Yeah, I think it'll affect that.
I'm not a minimalist. I just don't like a lot of things.
Steve, did you donate? Come on.
Yes,
I'm trying to. How did you know? You read my mind. I was trying to get $5 but I can't find it. So I thought, fuck it.
You just type
All
it
I
in,
want to
don't
do
you?
is beat. No, you can't get $5
$501.
How do you mean?
Well, how does...
Put get him an extra, you'll buy some Slurpees
No,
with
I
that.
can't. No, I can't. I've got to be 501. If I can't do 501, I'm not donating.
That's it.
That is nasty. That's definitely.
Well, that's the thing on the YouTube membership shit that they like. I've almost got that set up. I've got to do a couple of videos for the YouTube members page or whatever. It's just like Patreon, but it's YouTube. But I prefer Patreon. Patreon only take 10%, whereas YouTube take 30%. So I've had to make the adjustment on prices for YouTube to make it the same level. So there's
Why do
no...
you take 30%, Warren?
Because they're YouTube. They think they're better than everybody else. Whereas everybody's fucking bailing out of the platform, they're going to Facebook.
Do you see what I wrote here? I said, "Oh, fucking take it," and it's got a little message come up said, "Message not sent. Edit and try again."
Yeah, it's because you got a swear word in there. Don't do that. Don't swear.
I'm just trying it out. How much do you want then? How much?
I don't want to
I might be able to change it. Hold on. I can do it now. I can send $5 I've worked it out.
You've worked out how to do it. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
No,
Just so I can send more than Stephen, because I give me bragging rights for years.
Now the stream's completely devolved into Super Chat, which is not where I want to take my stream. Like all the donations are great, guys, but it's never been the thing that floats my boat.
Bullshit. He only does it for the money.
And again, it's just just another drip. I just go and buy another.
Did it come through or not?
That's it. Not yet. It hasn't come through yet, but it will in a second, I'm sure. But yeah, I'll just go and buy another dress. Keep Chanya in dresses.
I'm taking it back then. If you're going to waste it on dresses, I'm bloody taking it back.
That's for beer, not for dresses, Warren.
That's for beer, is it? It's my money, you reckon? Yeah.
The other day and sending me that stuff.
Who's what?
You're putting on makeup and sending me.
I took your photo and then I made it female, right? With the face up. Yeah, I think I did that, didn't I? Did I send it to you?
Oh, you didn't just send it to everybody else, did you? Didn't send it to me. Bertie Crane says conceptions I'm worse than Steph. But at least I make you guys laugh. Come on. Isn't that what you're there for? You're here for a fun time. Sorry, there's no Sophie massage in this place. Oi.
Chris Brown says he's not a Warren, but he lives in Warren. How's that? Yeah, that's interesting. We used to ride to Warren or drive to Warren. We used to do what they call, what's that dirt circuit that they do? Anyway, there's a dirt circuit up there. We used to go and race rally cars on.
I tried to get in right now via a VPN and to get that super chat done, but it doesn't work. How is that possible? Is that because I'm logged in under my name on my channel?
Yeah, because you. There we go. Stephen worked it out. Off to 7-Eleven to use Slurpee Face. So it did finally come through. But no, what it is, in fact, it's your account is registered for Thailand, right?
Oh.
So
Every card overseas it'll work.
in my case, my account's registered for Australia. So Thai people simply basically Thai people can't do it. But you get it. There we go. You got the little jingle there.
Little jingle.
I know the solution. Next time you do game streaming, I'll send you 1,000 stars. There you go.
1,000 stars.
$10.
Yeah, we're always bouncing stars across each other's channel just to get everybody else involved in that. That's a lot of fun. That's the stars is a Facebook program, so we won't talk about that. But
I hope you enjoy that donation. I won't eat tonight. Thanks.
That's right.
Say thanks, Stephen. Say thanks to you.
Yeah.
Spaghetti again.
Spaghetti. Noodles. It's noodles. So you got to eat noodles. Mama noodles.
Spaghetti's the rich version of noodles.
Mama noodles. It's got to be mama noodles.
And Warren, you get yourself a really big Slurpee, all right?
Yep, I'm going to have a big Slurpee when I finish this. Don't
I
worry.
hope you're sick on it. You'll be sitting there laughing with a double-sized Slurpee going, oh, I got them, oh, I got them.
Oh, she's been ripping us off as well. She got one of those new things that puts the lid, seals the lid on it. So she makes a Slurpee now, right, and then she just tops it up to the top and puts it in this lid making machine. But there's still Slurpee in the bottom of the blender.
You lift it up.
Well, why can't you
don't do that?
Why can't put the top? Because you used to put the top on, that little dome top. There's a dome top that goes on it, and then they'd put the rest of it into the dome top, and it's a full, Slurpee. Now she puts these freaking lids on it.
Machines where you help yourself and you can fill up your own cup.
5 mouthfuls short, and it's still the same price. I feel ripped off.
You fill your
Just
own
grab
cup.
an empty cup and hold it under there and get the rest of it out of there.
But she's a cutie. It's all right. So that's all she does. She makes Slurpees all day. That's her
I bet
business.
she does. You sick
There's ones
bastard.
you make your own, right? You sort of fill it right up, then drink half, and fill it up again.
Which one's that? Where? Like, we don't have the. You can't.
Your
They don't
thing,
have.
and then you
They don't
fill
have
it up
the.
again.
They don't have self-service in 7-Eleven, do they?
did, yeah, they've got them there.
Well, they do in Australia,
Bangkok.
but I haven't seen them here.
They've got some.
They've got a blender behind the counter, and they blend them for you.
I used to do that.
I like the cheese toasties. They're my favourite. When I go in there, get a cheese toasty.
Yep,
Take
cheese
them about
toasties.
3 days to heat it up for you. That really frustrates you. You get in there hungry and
Try gin and a strawberry syrup.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Chris reckons I should try gin in a strawberry Slurpee. Gin and strawberry? Gin and strawberry? Darlo, Slurpee's rip-offs. Slurpee rip-offs in Thailand. I thought we had problems here in Australia. Yeah, I know. Just you can't trust anybody to make a good Slurpee. And
What's the coffee like in 7-Eleven? Can you get a good coffee?
No, it's okay. It's brewed coffee. It's not instant. Oh, you can get instant coffee for 10 baht or something. But yeah, if I buy coffee, because probably 2 or 3 days a week, I'll probably get a coffee from 7-Eleven because she doesn't make coffee, so then I go to 7-Eleven and get the coffee.
Just comes out of the coffee machine. Yeah.
Well, it's got a grinder. They're automatic. It's an automatic machine. It's a coffee making machine, but it is using real ground up coffee. So it's I don't.
Starbucks, stuff like that.
Hey, Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a Starbucks near us, and I probably wouldn't pay out on 20 baht for a coffee. Small coffee in 7-Eleven is 20 baht. A big cup of coffee, that's a big, it's good. That sort of
Jumbo
size bottle, it's a jumbo size coffee. They're only 45 baht. They're great. Slippery representative. My daughter, sure, Mum, I sort of had to have a boba drink. $8 flipping. What's a boba drink? I've never heard of them before. Boba? Maybe I'm just the way it's pronounced. Boba drink, boba drink. I don't know what it is. What's a boba drink? Come on, Sean, tell me. Everything in Australia is ready to.
Boba tea.
You mean the bubble teas?
Boba, not bubble, not boba tea. I think it's bubble.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, the bubble tea. Yeah, it's got those little jelly things in the bottom of them.
They're fantastic.
I can't stand those things.
How much effort you put sucking that last one through that straw?
I'm not going to go through there. I'm not even going to mention sucking anything through a straw.
I used to fight with Mel all the time over that sucking thing.
That's really going to make the stream devolve. Yeah, that shit. Okay, so it's bubble tea. Yeah, she doesn't make. No, she doesn't make the bubble teas. The girl, 20 yards in her little stall, 20 yards down the street from her, she makes the bubble teas, and I don't like the bubble tea.
How much? The $8? It'd be $8, would it?
No, 25 baht. Bubble tea, 25 baht. What's that? It's in Australian dollar. It's $1.20 Australian. It's probably 85 cents US.
Bubbles made out. Is that really polystyrene or what?
Well, that's what some people have said. I don't know what they're made of. They're just that's a hard gelatin.
Some form of plastic from China, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that's how China gets rid of all the plastic. They remake it into bubbles for bubble tea.
Rice? They had that plastic rice.
The Big W, he's late again. You got a late note, Mr. Big W?
What about the plastic eggs? They were good.
Orange Julius, is that another coffee shop? Is it, Warren? I don't know the name, but Hortons are getting a bit of a foothold over here recently. Is it Hortons? Hortons Coffee? That seemed to be getting a little bit of advertising lately, coming up on my advertising feed. Chia Seed, I believe. Jim Corliss. Hey Jim, how you doing?
Bought a new laptop, Warren.
What you buy? MSI?
I got the Surface Pro.
The what?
i7. Surface Pro i7, Microsoft.
FS Pro. What brand?
Surface. Yeah.
Surface Pro. Okay, I'm actually a Microsoft product. Yeah. How much did you pay for that?
$2,000.
$2,000. You know, they fucking rip you off on that shit, don't they?
She ripped you off.
Warren, they're really good. They are.
Oh, if you like that sort of computer, yeah, I just don't like them.
Oh, look, I'm going to go to Thailand.
Well, that's not very nice. When somebody buys something new, you don't tell me you don't like it.
No, I don't like it.
I'll just try to control myself, all right?
That's all right.
I'm going to go to Thailand. I'm not going to, take a full-on computer across there and do 4K editing. I'll just, this thing will do it.
Yeah, it'll do it.
Going to be bothered, in the gaming laptop and shit like that, because I've got a powerful desktop here. So I thought.
Yeah. Oh, look. I'm very familiar with the Surface Pro. When I was working with IRI,
forever.
My offsider, my 2IC in our pods there, he had a Surface Pro, and he swore by it, and he did everything on his Surface Pro. But I just find that I'm just old school. Sorry.
I know they've changed now. They're very, very quick now, Warren. This thing's dynamite, actually.
Yeah.
Surface Pro.
The Surface Go. I've got that one too, but I've got the one before that. I've got 3 of the bloody things. I've got to sell some of them or something. I don't know.
Google make computers now too. Google actually make their own. You can buy a Google computer.
I think you've been able to for a long time, haven't you?
Actually, I just made it up. I know you can buy a Google phone, but I don't think you can buy a Google computer. Can you?
Get some sort of conversation out of it. You just.
Microsoft Word, they do a computer. They're supposed to be very expensive. Microsoft.
So for those who don't know what a Surface Pro looks like, there we go. Let me get out of the screen there.
One's going to shame you now.
Yeah, so there it is. It'll take 10 seconds before it comes up. It's just it's a mini laptop, that's all, and they're very, very compact.
I think that's the one.
Right, no, so that's the one. That's the first Pro. They say 5th generation. They're just using an old picture, are they?
So it's called Surface Pro 7. They call them.
Yeah, so it has little fold down flaps so that the screen's just there.
It's got the 10th generation i7 in it. It's got 16 gig of RAM.
But you try gaming on one of these things, you'll bloody bend the thing. You really do.
I'll give it a go. That's the old one you got there. I'll give it a go. What's a good game to chuck on it? Give it a little bit of a test.
I don't know.
Don't. It'll bend it.
You start hitting that.
It means that he'll blow it. It doesn't virtually bend it.
You'll blow the keyboard on them. You really will. Like you start hitting that WASD key, you'll crap that thing out in no time flat.
Oh shit!
How do you feel about your purchase now?
Depressed. Warren's just.
He's depressed the shit out of you.
I'll take it back. Now I'm going to go now. I'm going to take it back. I was happy this morning with my laptop.
I bought a new mobile phone.
Your gaming laptop?
I felt like suiciding after I bought my mobile phone. I showed Warren, he said,
"Oh God, never heard of it." Yeah, Opal.
You can never get anything in front
What's Opal?
Piece of shit.
Opal, OPAL as a phone brand. It's from Australia.
Well, you were right. The button did fall off. I have to admit.
And you weren't gaming on it. Come on! And how long did it last? 3 weeks. Right?
Yeah, I was playing games. I used to throw it against the wall. It just didn't come back.
Yeah, so there's the range there. It pictures the range of the different Surface Pros that are available.
Brown one. Oh, that's a nice color.
Putting Surface Pros.
I'm on Microsoft's website.
Stop taking the piss.
This is the US website. If they can't keep they can't keep their website updated. So sorry.
I'll take it back. That's it,
Take it back. But yeah,
Put
look,
the new one up.
I wouldn't know what the new one was. Come on.
The brown one looks horrible. I don't like brown keyboard. Yeah.
Oh, another one going to victimise me. Oh, what to pin the tail of the
You
donkey?
didn't get a brown one. You didn't get a brown one, did you? Did you get a brown one?
No, I got a black one.
A black one?
Yeah, because of the riots.
Oh, okay. Black computers matter too.
Go
I
fast.
don't know. Just changing the subject. I don't know. No, they look all right. So, which surface do you look at? The front of it or the back? What are you doing?
Where the picture is. I can imagine Stephen getting a Surface Pro and holding it back to front. Sorry.
No, I'm not going to get one now. I was going to get one. I won't now.
Oh, I tell you what, what's good on them, Warren, their cameras are fantastic.
Yeah, they're using a very a nice. I think it's an f1.8 focal length.
So you can't play games, but you can take great photos.
Mine will play games. I don't really play games, but
Pity if you did.
So Bertie Crunch reckons that Stephen gets a lot of RAM down Soy 6.
Throw it in the bin if I was you, Stephen.
That's a little bit below the belt, Bertie. Come on.
look, change sides again, have you, Steve?
They probably
Just throw it
outsourced
in the
that updating. They probably they outsourced the updating work on the website too.
Versace Luxury said you've bought a shitter.
These are the Surface Pros you can buy in India, okay? Not in America. It's the American website.
You can even buy them in India. Oh,
but
God,
these are the Surface. The Surface Pros in India are the last year's models.
The new one, Warren. The new one's dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new one's made in Bangladesh.
What's this?
Freshly made in China, excuse me.
What's that online?
Comes with a coronavirus. It's already got a virus on it. It's called coronavirus.
So has Harvey Norman selling the Surface?
Got it from JB Hi-Fi.
Oh, JB Hi-Fi. That's the worst place to go.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd say that.
Look at this. They've got the Surface Pro, and they're using the same picture.
Here
for
it is.
everything.
I saw it. Surface Pro 7. Warren, click on it.
He's checking to see if I'm lying.
There we go. Surface Pro. So 7.2,
Choose the
12.1.
worst one. Look, he's going to choose the worst one. Look.
There we go. That's the one you want there. 512 gig SSD. That'll play for your loading your games up. Which one did you get? Did you get that one?
The one you said.
The 2519.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That one there.
Thank God you were lucky you went for that one.
I know I've been in trouble now.
Yeah. Well, come on, open it up. This show's a piece of shit.
Oh, I can't. I've got to turn the volume off.
I haven't even
otherwise
got
I'll
a picture on it.
Strike.
Oh, don't worry about that. We've paid for that.
Right, 2-in-1 Surface. 12.3 inch. The screens are too small.
Oh, shit! Fine, I've got 6 monitors here. I can plug it into your monitor.
Look, it's okay for you. It's all right. I'm not going to buy one.
I'll get a 17-inch one next. I can lug that around the streets.
Warren wouldn't buy that piece of shit.
That's it.
I actually
Buy a real gaming computer.
Look at even the mouse is bent.
That's what I understood the bent mouse bullshit. That always surprised me. It really did. But yeah,
That's a big surprise.
It
follows the shape of your hand, Warren. It follows the shape of your hand. That's why it's bent.
That's right, and they go flat so you can fit it in your bag.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. Yeah. Anyway, so that's
you can use it as a ball guard. You can use the mouse as a ball guard if you want to.
A cricket guard. What they call a cricket cup.
You didn't really show us that computer. You didn't really show us it, did you?
No, he didn't. He didn't give it a real good shot, did he?
Here's an interesting thing from Mr. Mitch. Originating from Taiwan, bubble tea usually consists of seaweed tea with milk and the characteristic chewy tapioca balls,
terrible.
Also known as boba. Okay, so that's where the boba. Okay, that's where the boba comes in. Boba.
Also known as Bubba.
Bubba. I don't.
It's tapioca.
Hey, Bubba, you want a bubble tea?
My ex-wife was
Hey,
a Harvey
Bubba.
Norman, so
Bubba, let's have a bubble tea.
no interest for 2 years.
My wife, my
My
mama
ex-wife
told
was
me
a
that
Harvey
bubble tea
Norman.
is always like a cold chocolate.
No
You
interest
never know
for
what
2
you can get.
Oh, I'm following that one now. And my ex-wife was a Harvey Norman. You got no interest for 2 years. It's the way
That's a good one, Della.
yeah, well, you're not coming up with the G. You're just picking on me today. Seaweed
That's
tea.
a good one, Dello, but we do prefer
Sweetened tea.
donations.
Sweetened tea. There we go. I can't read today. God, as I've been looking at the screen for 2 hours. I got to take a break. Sweetened tea. Yes, not seaweed tea. Sweetened tea.
What time do you start?
10 o'clock in the morning. It's now
Oh,
breakfast
You said
time.
11. That's why I missed it.
No, 10. It's always 10 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock for you in the morning, okay?
Oh, well, how long have you been going for?
2.5 hours. 2 hours and 39 minutes and 33 seconds.
You must be loaded, Stephen. You're always buying microphones, computers, and cameras. You've got so many. Couldn't you just give me one? Or
You know,
I've
I'm on
got
the
nothing.
pension.
I've got. You're not. You're rich as fuck. Every other week you've got a new microphone, a new
look,
camera.
he said that now they're going to run with that. He's got money. Now he buys everything. No.
Every week you got a new toy.
What's the biggest thing I've... Look, I have to be honest, I've never stolen a thing in my life. Apart from online TV and movies. That's considered stealing.
I am a
The only thing
professional.
I've ever stolen is fella.
Yeah, but again, at mum and dad's stores, what did you steal from mum and dad's store?
Why not? Fair game.
Fair game, yeah, that's the thing. That's the trouble with the society these days. Yeah, I'll steal my TV and movies online, but that's about all I'll steal. I used to steal games. I used to get the games and download the games and get the game cracks and all that sort of shit. But you know,
How he's coming out with it.
I now feel more inclined to make sure that the publisher gets their food, their due deserts.
When I look at it this way, they charge too much for the games and the research they do, which doesn't justify the amount of money they want you to pay. Also, if you're using a program all the time and you've used it for a couple of years, buy it and pay for it.
No, I don't buy the games because I want to play them, and I've got quite a few games.
I'd probably buy it.
Yeah, I got games I bought and I haven't played yet, and we need to get off this thing so I can play some games.
Just don't buy them from Pro Surface because they don't work.
I used to like that game. They put a crack out for it, Warren. You used to shoot this girl and used to shoot all the clothes off.
Yeah. Was it?
Hey, one of the other.
Sounds good, Stephen.
You get a crack for it, right? I'm serious. You got to get a crack, and when you shot her, a bra would come off and shit like that.
Really?
Looks like you nailed it.
Was it Leisure Suit Larry? Was that Leisure Suit Larry or something? I don't know.
Oh yeah, probably got filthy shit out now, have they?
That was a great game back then. Oh,
Wasn't a game, yeah.
Best game ever.
Oh, the question I was going to ask you, Sonny, do you reckon I should put this stream onto my Facebook gaming page next week?
You could do that, definitely.
You reckon it'd work? Because at the moment I tried streaming once into my Chanya and Wazza's page, but it really doesn't go with that sort of material for that page. I think this is more just fun and having a good freaking. We're talking about games, we're talking about everything. It's a general feedback channel. The trouble is when you select the game, you've got to select the game in the Facebook link on the Streamlabs. What do you select for just a general chit chat? There is no game called chit chat.
Well, I sorry, I didn't get the message. I didn't get the question. So what do you asking?
Well, if you actually hook up to Facebook live streaming with Streamlabs, when you go to publish the go live, it asks you what game you're playing.
You name nothing. You name nothing.
It won't let you click it any further. You can't.
Then just name any game, whatever, and at the beginning you just say, okay, I just finished my whatever you play, and then the rest you do whatever you want.
Okay, maybe they've got something because Twitch allows you to have what they call a broadcast channel now, which is a general chit chat.
Yeah, it's called just chatting now.
Yeah, I have to look at it. I was wondering if you've done you've always done games, but if they actually had one just for just chatting.
We need to find that out. That's a good question. Yeah.
Maybe we'll just
Google it.
We'll call it
Just Google
chess.
it.
We're just playing chess.
Just
Yeah.
have to Google it, Warren.
Whatever to make sure that nobody's watching that. No gamers is watching that.
Well, it's going to go to my channel, and then we're going to share it to the different other places. But it's just going to be.
What do you do, Warren? You play a game and you stream it, and people watch how good you are and things and stuff.
No, it's one of the biggest things on Facebook.
Yeah, so I see everybody likes it. Yeah.
You're just not with it, Stephen.
I know.
So I've got
I'm
to
blowing
watch.
things up. I like
I
the
know.
strategic games. I used to play that Generals and stuff like that.
Don't know the game.
I used to play pinball.
I had to take it off my computer. My life was going down the shit tube with these games. I hadn't put one on for about
Remember Space Invaders? Space Invaders was a good game.
that was that was a little dial. Yeah.
You know, the little men come down, you shoot them, and then you get points.
Yeah, good game. Well,
was on a-
back in the, I don't know, what was it, 75, 80s?
Yeah, before you were born, Sonny.
Oh, I doubt that. I doubt that. But thanks for the compliment.
You're only 54. God, you got years to go.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't it? That
Sorry, Stephen.
Commodore 64 had that band thing, didn't it?
I don't
First
know. I
computer.
wasn't born.
Computer wasn't it, Warren? Or commercial.
Ask Warren. Warren's old enough.
He's playing a game. Look, he's doing.
No, I
started
just
already.
trying to find Facebook gaming because it's all rolled up into one. It's quite actually hard to get into there.
They used to have a little jingle. Space Invaders, Space Invaders. Watch out! Doo, 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 doo.
Yeah. Let me just open the browser again. I think it was just completely choked up Facebook.
Oh my God, hold on, something happened.
You've just
I'll be
dropped
right back.
something.
Oh,
You'll be back.
Nurse.
No. Medic!
Nurse.
He wants a healing potion. Quick!
All hands on deck.
Get that healing potion. Where's the cleric? So when I did playing Guild Wars 2, what was my last game? And then home. There's the game. There we
I've
go.
just got to delete
Facebook
somebody.
gaming. So there we go.
I've got to delete somebody. There we go.
Sorry about it.
I did my first one.
Deleted a message.
Yes, they said, who's the bigger dickhead? No, they said Stephen, so I'm sure they were talking about the other Stephen.
Right.
And Stephen or Sonny, they said. So I took it off. I deleted it. I exercised my power.
So there's Facebook gaming. So what sort of games do people play? Call of Duty.
I wonder who put that up there.
King of Quickscope. Call of Duty Go. So what games are there? Live now suggested games. Last one, that's a very popular. That's the one that Sonny's been playing. He's just finished that series. I play Guild Wars. Assassin's Creed is currently on sale. I might actually buy that. That's actually a good game, but it's a couple of years old.
Candy versus
Star
Crush.
Citizen.
That looks like a good one. Candy versus Crush.
Well, it's a mobile phone game. Gran Turismo Sport, Days. And I think that's on sale at the moment. So Chanya plays Worms Mate IO. You ever seen that? It's freaking crazy shit. It really is.
Get one with hotties in it.
No,
Oh, they're closed.
here's one
Yeah,
one
you
live now. Let's have a quick
ภาคอีสานเลยเด้ผู้ใดก็ฟังหมดเรื่อง
Turn the volume down. Oh my god.
Hey, Warren.
But the
Pornhub's a good. I play that a lot. Pornhub. I can't find the start.
can't find the start button. Did you see that article? I have to go back to my Facebook page. I know. This came up in an article yesterday or the day before. Where is it?
Yeah, you're going to do a 24-hour stream. I might go make a cup of coffee.
Yeah, hear this one here, right? So it's on 9 News, right? Seriously, Twitch.
spill it on your
sex addict. Let me get out of the screen. Let me get on. Sex addict claims hot female gamers caused him to. Oh, stop the bloody thing! Caused him to injure his penis. A California man is suing video streaming platform Twitch, suing Twitch after claiming his overabundance of scantily
Oh, beautiful. That's
the
a classic.
overabundance of scantily clad gamers is causing injury. Yeah, he had his hand on the wrong joystick. That's what it was, right?
Oh, that guy! I'd love to meet that guy. He sounds like a genius.
Excessive gaming is known to damage one's joystick.
He's probably taking the piss out of the teacher society that exists there and just saying, well, now I might as well sue for this.
Yeah, that's right. A California sex addict is suing the video streaming platform Twitch for $25 million.
Twitch, you got a meeting? He got a mention, Twitch?
Twitch, we're not talking about Twitch.
Secure the Twitch in his pants?
Right.
Secure the Twitch in his pants?
After claiming the site's overabundance of scantily clad gamers have caused him to injure his penis, according to the lawsuit. In the legal document filed in San Francisco's Eric, they even give his name, Eric Estabilio, sounds like a
Eric
Spanish
footballer.
name, right, claimed the Amazon subsidiary has subjected him to overly suggestive and sexual content from various female streamers. To cure the twitch in his pants, the self-proclaimed sex addict reportedly resorted to using a fleshlight to masturbate. Well, I can't even keep a straight face while I'm watching this.
You don't even know the words. While watching the salacious gamers, which resulted in him chafing his penis every day. The plaintiff's randy pastime was extremely painful and caused him redness and mild infections and forced him to use Neosporin.
It's Neosporin, yeah. On his tip.
I can't read it. I've got really sorry. On the tip of his necrosis or whatever.
Tip for prevent necrosis per 65.
And then per the 56.
It's 56 pages. They've written 60. What is going wrong with the lawsuits in America, really?
I'd laugh if he won.
The transcript.
Imagine getting a payout for masturbating.
Even once they ejaculated on his PC monitor, which caused his gaming
He's got to be joking.
short circuit and resulted in a fire.
He's obviously taking the piss.
I can only think this is but it's news.com.au, right? And there is a legal document. There is a legal filing, so this doesn't look like, that looks like a legal script. It's categorized here, right?
Oh man, that's too much.
Oh
yeah.
So Scrib have got it. They've actually said.
He's probably using a Surface Pro.
He's got this is the sort of thing you see on. That's what the gamers do. They do these sort of antics on their Twitch streams, grabbing bottles of beer and.
Yeah, I've seen that. So I said there's a few hotties on there now.
This is the sort of stuff that that they're talking about. It's obviously I know what they're talking about. It's a real document.
Stephen's going to take up gaming now. Look.
Look.
I'm sorry, I just can't keep a straight face any longer. I'm going to shut the stream up. We're getting up to 3 hours. Does a lawsuit name the channels? I'm asking for a friend.
The judge will have to masturbate before he passes sentence.
Estabilio is reportedly following 768 female gamers and 0 male ones, many of whom he names in a lawsuit per the document. Yeah, they're here. The names are here in the pictures.
His penis must be in a right.
Hiakarus too. You can look at there you go. So Sean, there you go. Ray Cool, the Ray Cool. This one here, what's this one's? No, it shouldn't have a name. Okay.
He hasn't even got the shame to not put such a thing forward. I mean, Jesus
Twitch
Christ.
streamer Christy Pride. Here's some of the names. You can go and follow these girls if you want. Sonia
I've seen some of these.
You have, have you?
No, I don't know. I saw a couple.
This is the one that
There's
paints
a
the
few,
tits.
A few that get on there.
This is
no,
the one.
I was watching
this,
Sunnies and then a few
10
of these
seconds
hotties
later.
popped up.
Mizzy Rose is the one who paints herself on stream.
Look at that one.
This is what she does. She paints herself. She paints clothes on herself.
At least she's got a whiteboard.
I used to do
Tits, though. Got bazookas with tits of strange shaped tits, aren't they?
They are rather large, yes.
They're born to
Hey, what was that?
supply that body paint. Body
I'm
art.
trying not to get my whole channel demonetized. Thank you very much. Scantily clad women. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll back. I'm not going to scroll anymore. This is 56 pages long, honestly.
Well, go back. Go. Oh, I saw a hottie. You're going too fast.
So the link is in the news channel, so you've got the link there. You can have a look at it. But anyway, so I'm going to.
Probably a misogynist, this bloke. He just was getting his own back. You know, was tired of being.
Someone was saying about the Wolf Brothers in America, and they were talking about body art. What was it? That channel. I tried to get a word in that I actually knew the guys. They were my They used to be my customers. Couldn't get a freaking word.
By the way, you got 100 watching now, Warren.
We've got 100 people watching now, have we? There we go. Just getting that sized up there, and I'll probably use that as a screenshot.
I reckon you were searching for a topic. This can be the topic next week.
We could.
It'll go viral. It'll go absolutely viral. You'll get kicked off, but I mean,
Big, right? I used to be in this industry. That industry you're looking at now with the body painting.
Yeah.
I can tell you a few stories and who did what and how you do what, and you want to do next week. I'll be interested.
What, body painting?
Yes, I used to do. I used to play it. I was
You want me to body paint my Johnson? Yeah, I'll be sent to jail.
yeah. This is the topic next week, Warren. You've stumbled across it.
Stumbled across it for next week. Anyway, I just
you
leave
don't
that up
say
there.
anything. Just keep showing the pictures, running pictures for fucking
Running
2 hours.
pictures for 2 hours.
And then we'll sue you because our
Warren
penises
Theer,
are
it was the
fucking-
guy on drugs. He sounded like a real. He sounded like he had a problem. Just reading the article.
Well, he has got a problem. he's fucking masturbating every day.
Before I left for Melbourne, Warren, we're going to
Sounds
do
like a wanker to me.
Sounds like a wanker to me. That's right. Anyway, look, we're coming up to the 3 hour mark. I really do need to go and have some food and relieve myself and everything else. So
Oh, I bet you do, you sick bastard.
I do. I need to go and find these Twitch channels and subscribe to them. Can you follow me back? Come and join my streams.
You need to invite this guy to your streams.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. Anyway, look, I'm going to wrap it up. I think
You found your topic. It all ended well. Happy ending.
happy endings. Oh, happy endings start next weekend. That's the other thing.
Putting in that wonderful input you had. And Steve Monas is a special guest. You were fantastic, Steve. You are a liar, though. I caught you out a few times.
Let's talk about happy endings.
Pass it over to what was to paint your Johnson. You only need
It'll only last 5 minutes.
a touch-up pen. Yeah, thanks, boss. That's what when you come back, you're buying the beer for that. That's for certain.
Turn it off. It's 39.
Okay, we're out of here. Thanks for joining in, guys. And where's my closing stream? Let's get the closing stream. We've got 20 more seconds. Okay, I've got 20 more seconds to just cool out while we do. 20 more seconds. Okay, we've got the splash screen going. And don't forget to support us on all those channels. That's the channels I'm on. That's where you'll find them. Right, and special shout out to my Patreons. Thanks, guys. You helped. You do a wonderful job. Always show your support. Patreon, PayPal, comments, super chats, whatever you want. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Blah blah blah, and check out the videos. You might like to do some binge watching.